Check 1 2 1 2. Huh? Check 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Huh? Okay. Okay.
For Communication Sports presents Glasgow High School Scotties football.
I gotta make plays all day, man. It's a work day. Hit me on three. 1 2 3.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, Monticello Bank, Phillips IGA, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. It's time for your Don Franklin Auto countdown to kickoff.
Here we go. Right back down the field here, buddy.
Everybody, and welcome here to the campus of Glasgow High School at Hank Roy Stadium for week 3 of the high school football season, as the Glasgow Scotties this evening will entertain the Monroe County Falcons. Joe Meyer soon to be joined for the broadcast by Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribune as well. Glasgow hoping to keep an unbeaten season going tonight. They come in here at 2-0. They hammered Russellville last Friday night over at Russellville High School, or Russellville Middle School technically, by a final score of 42-6. Monroe County coming here at 1-1 on the year. They won their opening game but fell handily to Allen County Scottsville last Friday night by a final score of 42-7. Glasgow has won 7 straight meetings against Monroe County in this series. The last time these two teams met was last year on September the 2nd. Glasgow won that ball game by a final score of 49-14. When we come back here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, we are going to sit down with Glasgow head coach Jeff Carmen to get his thoughts on tonight's matchup between the Falcons and the Glasgow Scotties. We're back after a 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Hey son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm gonna own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking Team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow. 651-6784.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile, and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant. South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing.
Here at Hank Roy Stadium, Joe Myers now joined by Glasgow head coach Jeff Garman here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show as we get set to bring you the matchup here between Glasgow and Monroe County in game number 3 of the season. And, Jeff, you guys back in school for the first time on a game week this week, and not that you've had any trouble the first 2 weeks. You played very well, but do you kind of like the fact that the kids are back in a normal routine this week?
Well, it helps. It's not a normal routine from what we've been doing, but it's a new routine. It's the routine we're going to have the rest of the year, and you know, it's going to take some acclimation by the boys to, you know, get back to a normal school schedule, but everything's transitioned really well so far.
Did you see any notable improvement in your team from week 1 to week 2 as you look back on it, Jeff?
Yeah, I thought we executed a little bit better. There's still things we can do to get better, and I think, you know, the theme is we continued. We've played hard. I think the guys up front have played really, really well. And, you know, if those things are happening, you're way ahead of the game.
Your offense scored on 6 of their first 7 possessions, averaging 39 points per game. And not that anybody wouldn't have had new faith in the new offense that's gone in, but at this point, as well as it's gone, I'm sure everybody has to be feeling confident about the way things are going on the offensive side.
Well, I mean, we're putting up some points, and that's important. It's all about execution, though, at the end of the day. And as long as we execute, we've got players who can make plays, and it's the scheme is, you know, spread the field out. Also, give us what the defense is allowing us to do, and that's the big thing. I mean, and I think we've done a good job of that so far. Gavin
Neal left the Russellville game with an injury, Jeff. What's his status for tonight, and how's he doing?
He's fine. He's good to go.
In his absence, when he has not been able to play because he missed the first game with an injury, Kanan Allen is averaging 14.8 yards per carry. Mason Arms averaging 8 yards per carry. So that you have proven that you've definitely got some good depth in that backfield, don't you?
Yeah, and you know, and then still, you know, Cameron Bull hasn't had a lot of carries at the running back spot, and you know he's going to be a big factor in all this down the road as this thing goes forward.
Your defense holds Russellville to 14 yards rushing. What did your kids do, or minus 14 yards rushing, excuse me. What did your kids do so well against their rushing attack?
We just played sound defense. I mean, we didn't get upfield. We block wrecked real good. The guys up front, I thought, played really, really well. And, you know, we're not giving up big plays, and that goes a long, long way.
You look at tonight's opponent, Monroe County. They come in at 1-1, lost at Allen County Scottsville last week, but it's Glasgow, Monroe County. You know they're going to come in fired up, ready to play you guys. They consider us, I know, one of their biggest rivals, Jeff. How do you make sure your kids don't overlook them and are ready to match their intensity?
Well, I mean, that hopefully the maturity that we have in 16 seniors, that our guys realize that, and they come out ready to play. Monroe always plays well. They play well early in the game against us always. A lot of that's emotion. And then the last, you know, just for, you know, for the way it's gone the last few years, we kind of been able to wear them down a little bit and get going as the game goes on. But, I expect our guys to play well. And if they don't, it's on them.
Their quarterback, Jamison Pedersen, left last week's game with an injury. Do you have any reason to believe he won't play tonight, Jeff?
Well, I don't know. I mean, all we can go by is what we saw, and number 8's a really good quarterback. 11's a good quarterback. They do things differently. We just got to prepare for both of them and be ready to go.
Number 8 is Branson Williams. He's the backup, and he seems to have a much different style than Pettit does. Have you kind of prepared for both of those styles?
We've had to. So what we've seen on film is what you prepare for. So we've seen both of them play. So, we've got a plan in for both of them of how it goes. It's just how are we going to be able to execute what we want to do? That's the big question at the end of the night.
Their tailback, number 4, Braden Baxter, has 130 yards on 28 carries, has really good quickness and speed. Is it important for your defense to get to him early, kind of before he can get that speed going?
Well, I mean, last year we played against him last year. He's a good back, a very good player. You've got to get multiple people to the ball. You've got to keep them hemmed in, and you've got to honor your gap integrity. They had a lot of double teams last year. We didn't handle it particularly well. We've got to do a good job on the defensive line, staying low, trying to split double teams, and play downfield.
They've got some other really good skill kids too, Jeff. Any of them kind of stand out to you and present concerns for you as a defense?
There's 5 or 6 guys on their offense in skilled positions that can play, and they'll be as good as anybody we play all year long. And it's just a matter of us. They've got a really good sophomore class, but we got a pretty good sophomore class too, so it'll be a good matchup.
What about up front for them, Jeff? How are they on the defensive and offensive line?
They're solid. I mean, they're tough. They're physical. It's Monroe County. They're tough, physical players. They play hard. What else can you say? It'll be a physical football game. If you watched them play Allen last week, it was a physical game. That's what we're expecting going into it.
Defensively, what do they like to do on that side of the ball?
So far they've played a lot of 4-3 and with a 2-high safety look. They'll roll down some safeties. It'll kind of give it a 4-4 look. We just got to be prepared for whatever defense they put out there. We've seen every possible defense you can see so far just in 2 games this year. We just got to get a body on a body. You might not be blocking the right guy, but just be blocking somebody is all I say.
I know you say Gavin Neal's back and good to go tonight. Any injuries that are going to keep kids out tonight, Jeff?
No, Davey Williams has a high ankle sprain. He'll be out this week. Other than that, everyone else pretty ready to go.
All right, Jeff, appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it.
That's Scotty head coach Jeff Garman, and when we come back, we will be joined by Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribute, and we'll also give you the starting lineups for both Glasgow and Monroe County. We're back after a 3-minute timeout here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff here on WCLU Sports. Countdown to Kickoff here on WCLU Sports.
History of scoring touchdowns and breaking records? Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app. Hardee's Double Deals pack double the charbroiled beef and melty cheese. Choose a double cheeseburger or bacon double cheeseburger starting at $2.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
A nationwide effort is underway to bring high-speed internet to small-town America. Rural broadband providers are taking the initiative. Their goal? To enhance quality of life by creating smart rural communities, which utilize a robust fiber network to jumpstart economic growth, to build thriving smart rural communities with the transformative power of rural broadband networks.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Welcome back here to Hank Roy Stadium on the campus of Glasgow High School. It's the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show as the Scotties get set to take on the Monroe County Falcons. Joe Myers and Larry Alexander Brewster B will join us here in just a moment. Let's give you the starting lineups for the two teams. Tonight's lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health. First, for the visiting Monroe County Falcons on offense, starting at left tackle, Cayman Page, a 5'9", 220 sophomore. The left guard, Caleb Cook, a 5'9", 195 senior. The center, Eddie Martin, 5'9", 230 and a senior. At right guard, Kyle England, a 5'11", 320 senior. The right tackle, Nolan Crow, 5'6", 285 and a sophomore. At tight end, you'll see Wade Carnahan, a 6'2", 200-pound junior. The wide receivers for the Falcons are Travis Wood, a 5'11", 170 junior, and Branson Williams, a 6'5", 190 sophomore. Fullback, Cade Turner, 5'11", 185 senior. Tailback, Braden Baxter, a 5'9", 155 sophomore. And quarterback, Jamison Pettit, a 6'2", 175 senior. Defensively for Monroe County, the tackles, Adrian Young, a 5'8", 165 sophomore, and Ryan Goad, a 5'11", 235 senior. Defensive ends are Wade Carnahan and Lennox Young. Young is a 5'10", 180 senior. Linebackers are Cade Turner, Caleb Cook, Braden Baxter, and Caden Geralds. Geralds a 6', 180 sophomore. At cornerback, Travis Wood. The other cornerback, Greg Simmons, a 5'9", 155 junior. And at safety, Branson Williams. Head coach for Monroe County is John Pettit. He's in his 16th season overall. He's had 2 different stints at Monroe County as the head coach. He has an overall record of 94-82 as the Falcons head coach. Monroe County assistants are Corey Nixon, Lincoln Arnett, Luke Nixon, Jonathan Sheffield, Dean Smith, Jerome Taylor, and David White. Again, these starting lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health as we now take a look at the Glasgow offense for you. At left tackle, it'll be Ryan Randall, a 6', 278 senior. Left guard, Brad Gentry, a 5'9", 232 senior. At center, Luke Simmons, a 6'5", 286 senior. Right guard, Frankie Cianci, a 6'2", 247 senior. And the right tackle, Cam Johnson, a 6'3", 273 senior. Wide receivers are Jarek Martin, a 6'4", 170 sophomore. Rico Crowder, a 6'3", 185 senior. Cameron Bull, a 6', 167 sophomore, and Dalen Thomas, a 6'2", 200-pound sophomore. Running back, Gavin Neal, a 5'9", 180 senior, and the quarterback, Easton Jesse, a 6'1", 190 junior. Defensively for the Scotties, the tackles are Frankie Cianci and Cam Johnson. The defensive ends are David Dell, a 6'3", 240 senior, and Cash Wells, a 6'3", 201 senior. Linebackers, Mason Arms, 5'9", 195 and a senior. Jacob Brunson, 5'8", 171 and a senior, and Max Lee, 6'1", 201 junior. Cornerbacks, Jarek Martin and Ryan Morgan. Ryan, a 5'9", 132 senior. Strong safety, Kellen Stone, a 5'9", 152 junior, and the free safety, Dalen Thomas. Head coach for the Scotties is Jeff Garman. He's in his 9th season with Glasgow with an overall record of 72 wins versus just 27 losses. Assistant coaches for the Scotties are John Myers, Stephen Buford, Blaze Talicki, Tyler Hughes, Cameron Garman, Randall Parmley, Kevin Estes, Jeff Ritchie, Desi Austin, and Peyton Gibbons. And those are your starting lineups tonight, brought to you by TJ Regional Health. And now we bring Larry and Bruce in here to talk about this ball game between the Scotties and the Falcons. And, Larry, the Scotties have looked very good in their first 2 ball games. Would appear to be a big favorite tonight, but it's Monroe County. Monroe's going to be fired up to play the Scotties. Glasgow's got to be ready to match their intensity.
Well, it's probably our longest rival. I haven't really gone and looked at everything, but probably our longest rival as far as games played is Monroe County and Old Tompkinsville High School. So, and we've always had a big rivalry. They were in our district a lot, and it's a game that, you know, it's got a lot of pride in it. We've had a lot of fights over the years in the stands and things like that, but both teams want to win this game really bad, and Monroe County will play well tonight. You can bet on it.
Bruce, Gavin Neal is good to go tonight. Slight injury last week, but he's fine to go tonight. However, Davey Williams is out with an ankle injury, and certainly Davey a pretty key part. Of course, he started at tight end on offense. He also is a key player on defense, so the Scotties have to find a way to make up for Davey's loss here tonight.
Yeah, I think we'll miss him more on defense probably than offense. We got a lot of offensive weapons, and he was a pretty integral on defense, but you're going to have some injuries early, and with that heat the other night, it's a wonder we didn't have more than we did.
Larry, the offense last week, speaking of heat, they were firing on all cylinders, scored on 6 of their first 7 possessions, had 158 rushing yards, 165 passing yards. An offense with that kind of balance, Larry, presents some serious issues for defense when you're trying to prepare for it.
Exactly right. That's the way you want it. You want your passing yardage. One can be a little bit more than the other, but you want to do both really well. And so far in the first 2 games, Glasgow has done that, and they scored 77 points in 2 games, and that's a big plus. Last year we didn't score that many points, so we spread the field out a little bit better. I think the offense suits them a little bit better, and it looks good so far, but of course the 2 teams we played so far haven't been that great. And I don't know about this Monroe County team. They're 1-1, but they'll play hard tonight, and we'll have to play a good ball game to win.
You're listening to the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show here on WCLU, and Bruce Rico Crowder led the wide receivers last week with 49 yards receiving. If you look at Rico's numbers through the first 2 ball games, he is averaging 35 yards per catch through the first 2 ball games. Right now, Rico Crowder is kind of a big play waiting to happen every time he touches the football.
Well, and every time he touches it, he can break it. And, I think Easton was 8 of 10 last week, and we know one of those others was dropped, maybe both of them. He could have been 10 of 10, so he was throwing the ball well, spread it out. And you're talking about our balanced offense. And but, again, y'all have hit on it. What I've been most impressed about is our defense.
Larry, we got a chance to look at several of the younger kids last year on both sides of the ball. I thought they more than held their own against Russellville's varsity. Russellville never did take their varsity kids out. Russellville got a touchdown late in the ball game, but I thought our JV looked very good last week.
Well, I did too, and they're going to have to be good because we got 7 seniors starting this year on the first 11 out of offense.
So got a really good sophomore class.
We're going to have some people step up next year, but you're right. We're one of those programs where you may be down a year, but you're going to come back and play pretty good football. But so our young kids, and by the looks of this little league bunch out here, we got a bunch of little leaguers out here, and if they continue to play, we're going to have some good players one of these days.
You might be able to hear public address announcer Jerry Ream in the background. He is announcing the Glasgow Little League teams that are all out here for Little League night. Certainly good to see all these youngsters participating in the youth program, all hopefully future Scotties. But Bruce, we'll give you a chance to talk about the defense. You talked about how impressed they were. They completely shut Russellville's run game down last week, held them to minus 14 yards rushing. If you look at they had 18 running plays. 10 of them went for negative yardage, Bruce. So it's pretty impressive now.
Yeah, and that wasn't just sacks. I mean, that was, we stopped their run, and their feature back, they ran with the one back and the quarterback. Of course, he was shifty, but the kid coming in, the fullback, had 72 yards against Butler County, and we held him to a negative. And you were talking about that one play against the JV team. They broke a 57-yarder. They had a real quick outside receiver that had 6'4", and he broke that one for 57 yards, and that's only about one of 2 positive plays they had.
you touch on this Monroe County ball club a little bit, and they committed 3 turnovers in that ball game against Allen County Scottsville, 2 of which went for scores. Monroe County threw an interception that was returned for a touchdown. They also lost a fumble that was returned for a touchdown. So really, that score last week could have been closer. Now, was Allen County Scottsville the better team? Yes, they were. But in watching that film, I really did not think Monroe County was that bad of a football team, honestly, when I watched them. They've got some good young talent at the skill positions, and Larry, one of those kids is their tailback, number 4, Braden Baxter. He can be a dangerous player. I don't know if you remember last year, but he's got really good quickness and speed. He had 113 yards rushing against the Scotties last year as a freshman. And when you've got a kid like that who's got that quickness and speed as a defense, what you're trying to do, I think, is just try to get to him early. Don't let him get going. Get him before he can get those legs going, really.
Bruce hit on the defense. I like our defensive front 4 and our linebackers. They play really well against the run, and they get good pressure on the quarterback when he rolls out when he goes back to pass. I'm really impressed with all that bunch. Davey Williams was part of that. I'm sad to see that he got hurt. He's going to be out a while, but it's he was playing really well. But that front 4, the guys up front and the linebackers are really playing good football.
You look at Monroe County's other skill kids. They've got a kid by the name of Branson Williams who actually ended up playing quarterback for much of the game last week against Allen County Scottsville. Jamison Pettit went out with an injury. I believe it was in the second quarter. And he and Pettit are quite different styles of quarterbacks. Williams a pretty good runner. He can throw it as well. Pettit more of a pocket passer, more or less. He'll run it a little bit, but not a whole lot. But if we see Williams at quarterback, that's something to watch out for. He had 57 yards receiving last year and a touchdown against the Scotties, and he was a freshman as well. So, again, a lot of these Monroe County players are young kids. The quarterback, Jamison Pettit, left Allen County Scottsville game last year with an injury, but he was given to us as a starter, so we do expect Jamison Pettit to play here this afternoon. We will see, but I do expect him to go out there. He was 8 of 18 so far on the season for 120 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's thrown 2 interceptions. And Monroe County's defense allowing 147 rushing yards per game, 117 passing yards per game, and about 25 points per game. Another thing that we knew Glasgow had to clean up a little bit, Bruce, was penalties from the first game. They did that last week. Only had 4 penalties last week. You can live with that in a 48-minute football game.
Yeah, we didn't have any unsportsmanlike or those major penalties. They were all, the lesser variety, maybe lining up off sides or jumping into the neutral zone. I thought that part of it, and we did have the 1 turnover, but we've been taking care of the ball, which we didn't do early last year, and that's one of the difference with this ball club. And the one thing we talk about, Larry talked about the seniors graduating, and so far our younger kids are getting plenty of playing time.
Let's quickly thank our sponsors here on WCLU. Again, you're listening to the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff Show. Don Franklin Auto, a sponsor, Walbert Trucking, HVAC Services, Garcia's Grill, South Central Bank, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative, TJ Regional Health. Also sponsoring Glasgow football, Monticello Bank, McDonald's of Glasgow, Phillips IGA, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show now. When we come back, we'll tell you about Larry's keys to the game. We'll also have a coin toss for you, and we'll let you know what the series record looks like between Glasgow and Monroe County as well. We are back after a 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
This has been the Don Franklin Auto Scotties Football pregame show. The opening kickoff is just minutes away on WCLU.
Phillips IGA, a family market since 1960. Visit the butcher shop where you'll find fresh cuts of fine meats from an in-store butcher and delicious hamburger ground fresh, plus a fresh selection of garden vegetables and fruits. They proudly carry legacy dairy milk produced right in their hometown of Highsville. Find your favorite national brands. Download the Phillips IGA app to start saving. View their weekly sales ad or simply shop online. Phillips IGA and Butcher Shop. Friendly faces and fair prices. Located on Highway 70 in Highsville.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, Monticello Bank, Phillips IGA, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers.
Playtime's over, boy. Somebody got to be the victim tonight. Go! Go!
It's time to play game day. Let's get the game on.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Glasgow High School, just about ready to get this thing underway. We're about 2.5 minutes or so away from kickoff as the Scotties about to take the field. If you're watching on our video live stream on YouTube, on either WCLU's channel or the Scotty channel on YouTube, we certainly welcome you along for the broadcast. We hope you've been enjoying our live streams so far this year. Certainly a new feature that we're enjoying bringing to you. A lot of hard work has gone into it, and we hope that you guys are liking what you see. The captain's about to take the field right now for the coin toss. Larry, while they do that, go ahead and give me your keys to the victory here for the Scotties.
Well, first, number one, of course, is turnovers, and we've done a good job with that. We're +3 so far in 2 games. You don't want to turn the football over and give them easy scores. You got to take this game seriously. You cannot let Monroe County get any momentum, because I've seen them do that, and they play well when they do that. So defensively, I think we got to stop the running back Baxter, and if we can do that, I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
And the series record between Glasgow and Monroe County, Larry?
All right. Well, this goes back a long way. Now, this is including the old Tompkinsville High School. This is the 88th meeting between these two schools. The series stands overall 59-27-1. It was 29-16-1 against Tompkinsville, 30-11-0 against Monroe County. The first game came way back in 1938, which the Scotties won by a score of 2-0. First game against Monroe County was 1985, which the Scotties won that one 27-6. And, of course, the last meeting came in 222 when the Scotties won that one here by a score of 49-14. At Monroe County by a score of 49-14.
Tonight's coin toss brought to you by Walbert Trucking.
Which way do we kick? Away from the board. White, put your back to the scoreboard. Blue, stand beside me and face the scoreboard. Come here. Blue team won a toss. We'll receive. Guys, we're ready to roll. Let's go. Good luck.
Right. That is referee Steve Johnson wearing the microphone for us tonight. As you heard, the blue team won the coin toss. That's the Scotties, of course. And again, that coin toss brought to you tonight by Walbert Trucking. Glasgow in the royal blue jerseys tonight with white numerals, white pants, royal blue helmet with a white Scotty paw on each side of the helmet. Monroe County in white jerseys with navy blue numerals and letters, says Monroe across the front of the jerseys. And navy blue pants with a silver stripe down the side, a white helmet. You've already heard our referee Steve Johnson, his partners tonight. The umpire is Larry Milan. The linesman is Terry Howell. Line judge Joe Middleton. And the back judge is Jordan Blick. So both teams taking the field as we get ready to get this one underway. Rico Crowder and Cam Bull are back deep for the Scotties, awaiting the kick from Monroe County. Really good crowd on hand tonight. We told you it's Little League night. Got a bunch of youngsters running around all over the place. It's always good to see.
Perfect weather also.
Yes, it is.
A whole lot cooler than it was last week.
You can say that again. All right, teeing the ball up for Monroe County is Gage Thompson. As we get ready to get this one underway. Thompson with a squib kick down the middle of the field. It's touched by a Glasgow player, and then we'll just have to go back and fall on it back around the 29-yard line. That was Kellen Stone, I believe, or Lucas Christian. I'm sorry, Lucas Christian, 16, not 18, who recovered that ball for the Scotties. So Glasgow will start their opening drive of the night, 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Easton Jesse leads his club out of the huddle here. Easton's going to have Gavin Neal to his right, Rico Crowder to his left as Easton's in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 man wide to the left. 4-man front for the Falcons. Going to hand this off to Rico Crowder, going to get around the right end. He gets tripped up, he'll fall forward out near the 34, maybe the 35-yard line.
Well, it looks like number 2, Caden Geralds, is the man that made that first tackle. He's a 6'1", 180 sophomore.
Pickup of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
He just barely got a hand on Rico. Rico had a nice little hole to run through, but he just tripped him up, got him by the ankle and tripped him up.
Twin receivers to the left side, a single wide out to the right. Thomas and Neal in an I formation to the right of Jesse, who's in shotgun again. Going to give this one to Neal off left side. Nice hold across the 40, 45. He'll have a first down out near the 48-yard line. That is a South Central Bank first down for the Scotties.
Yeah, number 8, Branson Williams on that tackle. His first 6'5", 190 sophomore.
11:14 to go, just underway here at Hank Roy Stadium. Opening drive of the game. Run of 12 yards or 13 yards there for Gavin Neal. Twin wideouts each way. Neal the lone setback to the right of Jesse. Easton in shotgun, going to throw. It's caught by Bull behind the line of scrimmage. He's got the 50. Gets hit at the 45 and fires ahead to about the 43-yard line. Going to be just about a half yard shy of the first down, I believe.
Tackled by Greg Simmons, number 10, 5'9", 155 junior.
It will be 2nd down and less than a yard here. The ball just outside the 43.
They list number 8, Branson Williams, a 6'5". Don't believe he's that tall.
Don't think so, huh?
Boy, doesn't look like it.
Here's 2 wideouts each way. Jesse in shotgun, Neal to his left. 2nd down, less than a yard here. Here's a give to Neal up the middle. Gavin bounces off a tackler at the line of scrimmage. He's across the 40, and he'll fight his way down around the 37-yard line.
Well, a nice run by Gavin. He bounced off of number 77 and just kept going. Number 40 made the tackle. That would be Lennox Young for his first tackle tonight, 5'10", 180 senior.
It's another South Central Bank first down for the Scotties. They are at the Monroe County 37-yard line, 1st down and 10. 10:02 to go in the first. We're scoreless. Scotties driving on their opening drive of the game.
Yeah, pretty methodical drive so far. One little hitch pass out is all we've had, and running the ball the rest of the time.
Neal and Crowder on either side of Jesse in the backfield. 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Going to give this one to Crowder. Goes up the middle with it. He'll cross the 35 down to around the 33.
That'd be number 40 again. That's his 2nd tackle in a row for Lennox Young.
Pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6.
So far, nothing fancy, just kind of straight handoffs off tackle and the one little hitch pass out to the left.
Jarek Martin, Campbell will split wide to the right side. Lucas Christian goes wide to the left. Dalen Thomas, fullback, And Gavin Neal, the tailback to the right of Jesse. Easton to throw off play action. Easton flushed out of the pocket, in trouble, and going to be sacked all the way back around the 42-yard line.
Yeah, number 32 got there. They had pressure coming from both ends, and Wade Carnahan is the man that made the sack, 6'2", 200-pound junior.
And they're going to mark him all the way back at the 44. So big loss.
Yeah, second pass play. First time we've dropped back and tried to pass it, and they got a lot of pressure.
Loss of 9 yards. It'll be third down and about 18 to go for the Scotties here. The ball at the Monroe County 44.
Yeah, need a big play here. At least get most of it back, and you'll have field position still on your side.
Bruce now says it's a loss of 11 on the play. 2 wideouts each way. Neal, the running back, and we get a whistle at the snap, and I think the Scotties called a timeout. They did. So we'll take our first timeout of the game as well. 8:02 to go in the opening quarter. We're scoreless here at Glasgow High School between the Scotties and the Monroe County Falcons. Back after a 30-second timeout on WCOU Sports.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with a same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
.802 to go in the opening quarter here at Glasgow High School. Scotty's facing a third down and 18. Larry, what would you think Glasgow needs to get here on this third down play to consider going forward on fourth?
I would say they need to get at least about 12 yards. That's what I would think.
That put them down around the 32 or so.
Yeah, that would make it about, fourth down and about 6 or 7?
Yep, something like that. So we'll see what they come up with here during the timeout. Hudson Gum is in at quarterback here. Bull and Neal are the backs. Gum trying to get the Falcons to jump, but they're not going to right now. Now they do snap it. He fumbles the ball. Hudson's a busted play. Hudson's going to try to run around the right end with it. He's got some room. He's got the 35, and he'll get it across the 34 to they spot him out right at the 34, I believe.
Yeah, Braden Baxter knocked him out of bounds for his first tackle.
Hudson made something out of nothing right there, so they do get down to the 34, and it looks like the Scotties are going to keep the offense on the field here.
We're a little about 2 yards shy of what I wanted, but I think they're going to go for it anyway, it looks like.
Pick up of 10. It'll be 4th down and 7. Ball at the Monroe 34. Jesse in shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Neal, the running back, to the left of Jesse. Easton has the snap. Under pressure, setting up a screen, caught by Martin. He's got room here, the 30, makes a man miss there, down inside the 25, and he's got the first down.
He does, boy, nice play, good call. Little middle screen.
Hold the phone. There is a flag down back around the 48-yard line.
Personal foul.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, will tack it on the end.
All right.
Again, that's Steve Johnson wearing the microphone for us tonight, our lead referee. We appreciate him doing that. So the ball was spotted, I think, at the 25. Is that where they had it spotted originally? So it'll be half the distance to the goal. And we'll put the ball down at the 12.
First down 10, Glasgow at the Falcons 12-yard line.
So completion, or a pickup of 9 yards on the completion. So 1st and 10 Scotties at the Monroe County 12 as they convert a big 4th down. Trips to the left side, a single wide out to the right. Neal's the running back to the left of Jesse. 4-man front for Monroe County. Jesse pumps, now throws into the end zone looking for Rico Crowder. Caught, did he stay in bounds? He did, touchdown Scotties.
Boy, that ball was thrown just perfectly. Rico about 6'3", 6'4". He just went right up over the defensive back and got it.
For Rico Crowder, his 2nd touchdown reception of the season. Easton Jesse throwing his 5th touchdown pass. And now Wesley Travis on for the extra point, by the way. That touchdown brought to you by Elmore Realty and Auction. And this PAT attempt brought to you by Walbert Trucking. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And Wesley Travis remains perfect on his PATs this year. Wesley now 12 out of 12 on the season for his PATs. Now, we got something we want to tell you about here, something new. Glasgow High School is going to be offering advanced online ticket sales for the Berrien County game coming up on September the 15th. Online sales are expected to go live Monday on gofan.co. That's gofan, Gofan.co. It'll be a great way to save time waiting in line to purchase tickets at the gate the night of the game. Tickets purchased online or at the gate will be $7. Tickets at the gate must be purchased with cash. You can find a link to purchase advanced tickets on the school's social media platforms at Glasgow Scotty Sports on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, or you can also visit GoFan and search Glasgow High School to see ticketing options. That drive for the Scotties going 9 plays, 71 yards. 12-yard touchdown pass from Easton Jesse to Rico Crowder. The kick added by Wesley Travis, and it's 7-0 Scotties. The time of the drive, by the way, was 4 minutes and 32 seconds. I think I forgot to give you that.
Yeah, good way to start. Score on your first possession. That's exactly what you want to do. I think we've done that in both games so far.
Back deep for Monroe County, Travis Wood and Braden Baxter. Wesley Travis to kick it away. High end over ender. Baxter coming up the field at the 14. He's got the 20, 25, and that's about all. Not even sure he made the 25. He did. They're going to say he spotted down right at the 25-yard line.
Number 4, Gavin Neal on that tackle with a little help from Trey Smith, 5'9", 180 senior.
11-yard return there for Travis Wood. So 1st and 10 Falcons will see their offense for the first time. They'll start their opening drive at their own 25-yard line. Glasgow in front by a score of 7-0. Jamison Pettit in shotgun. He's got a back on either side and one behind him. It's a full house backfield here. Inverted wishbone really is what we've got. Going to give this thing off to the deep man, and that is Braden Baxter, and the Scotties stuff him. Might have gotten a yard as he took it off right tackle.
Nice tackle. I think that was Cam Johnson and number 25, Mason Arms, in there on that tackle. That'll be Mason 5'9", 195 senior, and Cam Johnson 6'3", 273 and a senior.
Got maybe a half yard on the play, so 2nd down and a long 9, we'll call it.
Yeah, if we can contain him like that, we'll be in pretty good shape tonight.
Again, that inverted wishbone set with Baxter, the deep man. Carnahan and Williams, or Carnahan and Turner, the other two in the backfield. Pettit to throw, looking over the middle. The pass going to be caught out there by Williams, and he's going to go down around the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Falcons.
Yeah, I think he's 6'5". I agree with him now. Dalen Thomas is the man that made the tackle, 6'2", 200-pound sophomore.
So they spot him at the 33 rather than the 32. So
yeah, he's a pretty good-sized target, looks like.
Yeah, pickup of 8 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Pettit in pistol formation as Baxter back there in the backfield with him, a wide out each way. Pettit has the snap. Looking to throw. Over the middle, the pass going to be bited up into the air and intercepted, I believe. It got knocked around, and I think a Scotty ended up with it.
I believe it did. They're on top of it, and I can't see who it is.
That is David Dale, Larry.
David Dale, number 7. You're right.
David Dale, the 6'3", 240 senior. A defensive end's dream to be able to intercept a pass.
That pass was batted a couple of times. It went off the receiver's hands and then batted up in the air again.
Monroe had trouble with turnovers last week against Allen County Scottsville, and they turn it over here on their opening possession against Glasgow. So the Scotties will start in Monroe County territory at the 39-yard line. 1st down and 10. 5:52 to go in the opening quarter. Scotties already in front, 7-0. 2 wideouts each side. Jesse in shotgun formation with Neal to his right. Jesse to throw. Looking left, now comes back to the right side. He'll throw to Martin, caught at the 40. Makes a man miss at the 35. Makes another miss. He's inside the 30 and down around the 26-yard line with a 1st down.
Number 32, Carnahan, Wade Carnahan, with his second tackle of the night.
South Central Bank first down will bring up 1st and 10 for Glasgow at the Monroe 26.
Number 40 for Monroe County, Lennox Young, is in the backfield every time when we drop back to pass.
Jesse in shotgun, I formation to his left. Thomas the fullback, Neal the tailback. 2 receivers each right side, one to the left, and Jesse just bobbled the snap as he took the shotgun snap and could not get the handoff. I think it was supposed to be a handoff to Gavin Neal, but Jesse did not get a good handle on the snap and going to be taken down for a loss back around the 30.
Yeah, big number 77, Ryan Gold, is the man that made the tackle, 5'11", 235 senior.
Loss of 4 yards will bring up 2nd down and 14. 4:58 to go in the opening quarter. Glasgow on top by a score of 7-0.
Yeah, we've had 2 bobble snap. One, Gum mishandled the snap from center to the first half, but he got positive yardage out of that time. Easton could not get positive yardage.
Barton and Bull wide to the right side. Rico Crowder wide to the left on 2nd and 14. Neal in the backfield. Jesse to throw. Looking left side. Pass going to be batted up into the air and incomplete. It was intended for Rico Crowder. It was just a little bit behind him.
A little behind and a little high. I don't think he'd get too high for Rico. He'd get up there pretty well.
So that'll stop the clock with 4:34 to go in the first quarter, and 3rd down and 14 now.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this opportunity. You got 2 downs to get this 13, 14 yards.
You'd at least like to get half of it right here, if not more.
Exactly.
Trips to the right side, a single wide out left. Neal the running back. Here's the snap. Jesse to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Going to run with it. He's got some room. 30, 25, 20. Gets hit at the 17 and falls forward near the 15-yard line, and he's really close. I think he's got the first down.
Yeah, Greg Simmons on the tackle, his 2nd of the night.
They're going to take a look at it maybe, take a measurement.
Yeah. It's awful close. I think the referee signaled first down. No, he's going to.
What do we have? A timeout taken by Monroe County. So we'll stay right here. I'm still not sure if it's a first down or not.
Yeah,
they're going to move the chains. So,
yeah,
it is a first down for the Scotties.
Well,
we think it is.
He pulled them up and headed that way, but he hasn't gone all the way down yet.
I did not see any of the officials signal first down.
I thought I saw the referee point first down, but maybe not.
Well, one side of the chains moved, but the other did. Now they're going to move.
There they go.
Yeah, now they do say it is a first down for the Scotties. So 4:26 to go in this opening quarter. 7-0 lead for Glasgow. You want to take a look at a fan cam? Nope. All right. So we'll get back to action here in just a moment. 1st and 10 for the Scotties. The ball at the Monroe County 16-yard line. Jesse under center. Neal and Bull in the backfield. Crowder, Thomas, the wing back on the left side, going to give it off to Thomas. He'll try to get around the right end and turns it upfield. Going to get down to around the 10, maybe the 9 before being driven out of bounds. I think it'll be the 10.
Number 8, Branson Williams, with his 2nd tackle of the night.
Pickup of 6 yards. Should bring up 2nd down and 4. Bull and Thomas, the wing backs. Actually, Thomas, the wing back on the right. Bull and Neal in the backfield. They're split. Crowder, they're wide out to the left side. Jesse going to give this off to Neal. Tries to go up the middle. Gets met in the hole. And going to be dropped after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, that was number 6, Cade Turner on that tackle. 5'11", 185 senior, his first tackle on the night.
Ball resting at the 8-yard line. So a gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 2 for the Scotties. Bull and Neal again split in the backfield. Thomas, the wing back on the right. Crowder, wide out to the left side. Jesse going to give to Bull. Follows the blocker into the hole. He's across the 5 and should have a first down.
That's number 77 again, Ryan Gold on the tackle, his second of the night for the senior.
That's a South Central Bank first down for the Scotties. First and goal for Glasgow at the 4-yard line. Scotties on top 7-0. We've got 2:56 to go in the opening quarter here at Hank Roy Stadium. Jesse under center. Same formation here as the last couple of plays. Bull and Neal in the backfield. Going to give it off to Thomas, the wingback, trying to get around the left end this time, trying to cut it upfield, looking for some running room, and Monroe County strung that out really well defensively. Just did not give him a gap to turn it upfield in, and I don't think he gained anything.
Well, Cade Turner on the tackle, his second. If he'd cut it in, I think as soon as he got the pitch and then took 3 or 4 steps, if he cut it back to his right, I think he had a hole, but he tried to string it out. He started to go real wide and then thought better of it and then cut it back in and it was too late.
It's actually a loss of a yard back to the 5-yard line, so second and goal from the 5. Bull and Neal in the backfield. Thomas, the wing back on the left side. Crowder, the wide out to the left. Thomas goes in motion. Going to pitch this out to Bull, trying to get around the right side. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Will manage to gain a couple of yards down near the 3.
Right, number 53 on that tackle, that is Caleb Cook, his first tackle of the night, 5'9", 195 senior.
So third and goal from the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Falcons are making it hard on us up front. Not able to penetrate that line right now.
Thomas wing back on the right, Neal and Bull in the backfield. Crowder wide to the left side. Thomas goes in motion to the left. Jesse gets it off to Bull. Going to get hit in the backfield and going to be dropped. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and goal for the Scotties. Glasgow right now having a hard time running the football.
Yeah, that's 53. Caleb Cook again, second tackle for him on this series.
Gain of 2 down to the 3-yard line, so 4th and goal from the 3.
I figure we might kick a field goal here, but we're going for it.
Jesse under center. Thomas goes in motion to the left. Jesse going to fake the handoff, looking to throw. Gets it into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Scotties. And that is
no.
Cam Bull on the catch.
Yep.
It'll be a 3-yard touchdown pass from Easton Jesse, his second of the night. And Cam Bull making his first touchdown reception of the year. Puts Glasgow up 13-0. 25 seconds to go in the opening quarter, and here's Wesley Travis to try the PAT. Snap is low, but Martin able to get it down. The kick is good. That touchdown brought to you by Elmore Realty and Auction, and that PAT attempt brought to you by Walbert Trucking. As Glasgow now goes up by a score of 14-0, 25.1 seconds to go in the first quarter here at Hank Roy Stadium on Little League night.
Well, that's a good way to you take advantage of those turnovers. That's what you have to do, and they had to go down to the wire to do it, but they finally put it in the end zone. Nice catch. Cameron came from across the formation and into the end zone, and he just lobbed it up to him. He went up and got it for the touchdown.
Easton had to throw that ball in a little bit of traffic, but found a lane to get it through there. Scoring drive for Glasgow, 11 plays, 39 yards, took 5 minutes and 27 seconds. And the 3-yard touchdown pass from Easton Jesse to Cameron Bull resulted in that touchdown. Wesley Travis's kick makes it 14-0 Scotty.
You know, last week we had drives of, 10 seconds, 12 seconds, 15 seconds. Tonight, really grinding it out, 4:32 and 5:37 on both possessions.
Travis gets the kick away. It'll be fielded by Wood back at the 9-yard line. He's across the 15, 20, 25. Tries to hurdle a man across the 30, and that's going to be a flag. You can't do that, right? You can't do that in high school football, can you? They threw a flag for something.
Ryan Mason Arms made the tackle on that kickoff, by the way, his second of the night.
We'll get the call from Steve Johnson here. Personal foul on Monroe County. The initial indication.
Is hurling a personal foul?
I don't know if that's the actual penalty. We didn't get a Mr. Johnson did not turn his mic on to let us know. He's going to now, I think. We'll see what he says.
Personal foul, hurdling on the return team, 15-yard penalty.
Didn't realize that.
I didn't think you could do that in high school, but I didn't realize it was a personal foul, though.
I didn't either.
So 1st and 15 for the Falcons. They start this drive at their own, or 1st and 10, excuse me, starting the drive at their own 15. Pettit will go under center. Baxter is the tailback. Going to give this off to Baxter, trying to bounce to the outside.
Yes.
Going to get hit the line of scrimmage, and he'll get maybe a yard.
Number 24, that is Ryan Morgan. Great play on that corner. He just penetrated and stood his ground and made the tackle. 5'9", 132 senior.
That is going to be the end of the first quarter play here at Hank Roy Stadium. Good start to this one for the Scotties. Glasgow leads Monroe County 14-0. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Into Garcia's Grill. You're welcomed with a smile, and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant. South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing.
Joe Myers with Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribute back here with you at Glasgow High School. 14-0 lead for the Scotties as we get the second quarter underway. Here are the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats in that first quarter. Glasgow with 9 first downs. Monroe County yet to get a first down. Scotties 51 yards rushing, 46 passing, a total of 97. 2 yards rushing for Monroe, 7 passing, a total of 9. Monroe County had the only turnover. That was an interception. We'll finish those stats up after this play for Monroe County. 2nd down and 9 for the Falcons. They're at their own 16. Pettit in shotgun, and we get a whistle and a delay of game.
Delay game on offense.
You got to hate that coming out of the end of the quarter. Let's finish up those Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. Glasgow did not get penalized in that first quarter. Monroe County penalized twice for 30 yards. Glasgow had 20 offensive plays, had the ball 9 minutes and 59 seconds. 4 offensive plays for Monroe County. They only had it 2 minutes and 1 second. And those are the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. Pettit in shotgun as Cade Turner to his right. 2 receivers each way. Pettit to throw. Looking to the left side. Pass going to be caught by Baxter. Slips him in at the 15. He's across the 20 and up near the 25-yard line. And going to have a first down, I believe, or really close if he doesn't. It will be a first down, they say.
Yeah, just a little hook pattern out. Jacob Brunson on the tackle, by the way, number 33, 5'8", 171 senior. Just a little hook pattern out. Had plenty of time. He just threw it, caught it, and got good yardage afterwards.
Barron County and Warren East going at it tonight over at Barron County High School, and Warren East leads Barron County 6-0 at the end of the first quarter there. 2 receivers to each side. Turner, the running back, going to fake the handoff to him. Pettit keeps it himself. He gets away from a couple of tacklers in the backfield. He'll get positive yardage out near the 27-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Well, he got hit right in the backfield, spun off, though, and Kellen Stone came up and made the tackle. His first, 5'9", 152 junior.
Pickup of 2 yards to the 27. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 11:10 to go in the first half. 14-0 lead for the Scotties over Monroe County.
2nd down, 8.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Pettit has Turner to his left. He's in shotgun formation. Pettit fakes to Turner, going to throw left side. Pass caught by Williams at the line of scrimmage. He's got the 30, 35. He's across the 40 with another first down and taken down at the 44-yard line.
David Dale on that tackle, his first of the night, 6'3", 240 senior.
43-yard line, excuse me.
We missed the tackle right as the catch was made. I couldn't tell the number who missed it, but we had a chance to get him for no gain, and he got away and got the first down.
First down, 10 Falcons. They're at their own 43. Turner and Baxter in the I formation. 2 receivers to the right side. Here's a give to Baxter. Starts it up the middle. Now bounces to the outside. Gets around the corner. 45, 50, and into Glasgow territory and out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's Kellen Stone again on the tackle. Number 2 for him in this series.
Good gain on first down for the Falcons. Pickup of 9. It'll be second down and 1.
Yeah, our people on the line that time got caught inside, and Baxter bounced it outside. Got positive yardage. Really good yardage.
Baxter's a good running back. Just a sophomore. Came in with 130 yards rushing through the first 2 ball games. Had over 100 yards rushing in the game against the Scotties last year as a freshman. Baxter's out of the game here. New tailback, it looks like a Spencer Nixon. And this on the carry is Turner, the fullback. He'll take it up the middle across the 45 for the first down. He's got it down to the 42.
It's number 54 on the tackle, Frankie Ciance, 6'2", 247 senior. Just a quick hitter right up the middle to get the 2 yards and up for a first down.
9:26 to go in the first half. 14-0 lead for the Scotties. Monroe County in Glasgow territory for the first time tonight.
Yeah, they have a pretty good drive going here.
Baxter back in there at tailback. Turner the fullback. 2 receivers are wide to the left. They'll give this to Baxter going off left tackle. Has a decent hold. He's across the 40 and down around the 37-yard line.
Mason Arms on that tackle, number 3 for Mason.
Ball spotted at the 37. So pick up 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5. Two receivers go left side this time. Turner and Baxter in the eye once again with Pettit under center, and the Scotties jump off sides.
We did that a couple of times last week.
Encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty.
Should be enough for a first down. And it will be.
First down, Monroe County.
Well, they're moving the ball really well right now. We don't want, and giving them something, not helping anything.
Williams and Bork are the receivers to the right side. Baxter the tailback, Turner the fullback in the I formation. Give this to Baxter. Goes off right tackle. Got good yardage again. Going to be down near the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he's a hard runner. Like 33. Jacob Brunson again on the tackle, number 2 for him.
They back the ball up to the 26. Gain of 6 there. It'll be second down and 4. Pettit under center. Turner and Baxter in the I formation. Wood and Williams, the wideouts to the right side. They'll give to Baxter again. Hesitates now. Continues off right tackle, and he is down near the 21, and will have another first down, I believe.
Yeah, Cash Wells on the tackle, 6'3", 201 senior, his first tackle of the night.
Impressive drive so far here for Monroe County. 7:20 to go in the first half. Glasgow leads 14-0.
Yeah, just pounding it up the middle, off tackle.
Pettit again will go under center. The Falcons stay in I formation. Turner and Baxter in the I. 2 receivers to the right. Give to Baxter. Goes off the left side this time, and he'll get 2 or 3. Maybe got more than that. Let's see.
That's Mason Arms again on the tackle.
Ball at the 18, so they will give him a 3-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down 7.
They've just decided to turn around and give it to Baxter and let him go.
Williams and Wood go wide to the left. Now Pettit goes into shotgun formation. Baxter and Turner on either side of him. Tight end Carnahan on the right. Pettit to throw. Pass going to be caught out there by Wood at the 20. And he's going to get down to around the 15-yard line.
Kelvin Stone on the tackle. He saw the play, came running up, and did a good job to keep him getting that first down.
Pickup of 3. 3rd down and 4. Certainly 4-down territory here for the Falcons at the Glasgow 15-yard line. 2 receivers left, Turner and Baxter in the eye. Here's the give to Baxter. Bounces to the outside around the left end. Looking for that first down marker. I think he does have it. Goes out of bounds right at the sticks.
Yeah, he got it. I think it's number 8. Dalen Thomas on the tackle, number 2 for him. Baxter's pretty quick, 155 pounds. Got some moves.
And it is a first down. They just now give the first down signal. Ball at the 12. 1st and 10 for the Falcons there. Over halfway through this second quarter, 5:31 to go. 14-0 Glasgow, but Monroe County looking to get on the board here. Turner and Baxter in the eye. Give it to Baxter again. Tries to bounce to the outside. Scotty's going to stuff him this time.
Yeah, a little bit better defense that time. Mason Arms in there on the bottom of that pile. I've got number 5 for Mason.
Be a loss of a yard, I believe. Back to the 13, so 2nd down and 11. Williams and Wood, the wideouts to the right side. Turner and Baxter again in the eye. Carnahan, the tight end, on the left side. Pettit under center. Off play action. Rolling out to the left side. In trouble. Gets a block. Throws it up for grabs into the end zone. The pass is out of bounds. It was intended for Wade Carnahan, and Ryan Morgan was right there with him. Good coverage there by Ryan.
Yeah, good pressure there by David Dale and number 54, Frankie Cianci, getting that back in there and turning that thing back into the inside.
Stops the clock with 4:43 to go until halftime. Glasgow leads 14-0. It's 3rd down and 11 for the Falcons at the Scotties 13.
Yeah, got to stop them twice.
Pettit in pistol this time with a wideout each way. Baxter's the running back. Pettit the throw. Looking for a fade pattern into the end zone. The pass is caught, but was he in bounds? No. Williams.
I think he dropped it.
Did he drop it?
I think he
Didn't
dropped
he bring it down? I'm not sure he was in bounds anyway to begin with, but they were just looking for a fade pattern to the big 6'5" Branson Williams.
Yeah, not a bad call.
Jarek Martin was there on the coverage for the Scotties. So 4th and 11.
Yeah, big play here for the Scotties. Take over on downs if they can stop them.
Pettit in shotgun. Baxter to his, or pistol, Baxter behind him. Wood wide to the right. Williams wide to the left. Pettit looking to throw. Looking to the right side. Looking for Wood in the end zone. It is going to be incomplete. It was thrown out of the back of the end zone. But again, Ryan Morgan on the coverage there right with Wood. And the Scotty defense will stiffen up and hold after Monroe County put together a nice drive, but it stalls out at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, that was that ball. I didn't think was going to have a chance to be. He just threw it like a way up in the air and let him come down, and the receiver is not big enough to do that.
16-play drive for Monroe County goes for naught. The big defensive play right there on that series was that first down play on that last series of downs when they threw him for a loss.
What yard line? 13?
Ball to the 13 as Glasgow starts this drive. First down and 10. 4:31 to go in the second quarter. Scotty's up 14-0. Easton Jesse to throw. Pass caught by Bull behind the line of scrimmage. He's got the 15. He's got the 20. And he'll slip a tackle and get out to near the 23, I believe. Let's make sure.
Remember, Greg Simmons on the tackle. That's his third.
Yep, ball at the 23-yard line. It is a first down for the Scotties. Pickup of 10.
Well, Jeff Garman said in the pregame there that Cameron Bull was going to be a factor before the season's over with. He's starting tonight, I think.
Jesse in shotgun. Neal to his right. Twin receivers each way. Here's a give to Neal. Bounces to the outside around the left end, and he is going to cross the 25 up to around the 27, I believe.
Braden Baxter's the man that ran him out of bounds up here. Good quickness by Gavin. It didn't look like that play was going anywhere, and he got it to the corner and got some positive yardage out of it.
Pickup of 4, second down and 6. Glasgow has 2 timeouts left to use here. We've got 4:01 to go in the second quarter of play. Scotties lead 14-0.
Be nice to put another one on the scoreboard here before halftime.
Kanan Allen in there is a wide out for the Scotties this time. He's wide to the left along with Jarek Martin. Easton Jesse to throw, looking for Martin. The pass going to be caught by Jarek at the 36. He's going to get across the 40. You're actually going to go down right at the 40-yard line, it would appear, for another Glasgow first down.
Yeah, Greg Simmons on the tackle, number 4 for him. Jarek Martin got good size. He's tough. Catches the football and takes a hit and bounces off.
3:56 to go in the half. That's a South Central Bank first down for the Scotties. Easton Jesse now 7 of 8 through the air, only 1 incompletion for 69 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Crowder and Bull go wide to the right side. Allen's a wing back on the left side. Neal the running back. Jesse in shotgun. High shotgun snap. He handles it, gets it off to Neal, and he'll get short yardage, maybe to the 42.
Looks like number 6, Cade Turner on that tackle. That's his third.
2-yard pickup for Neal. Scotties as a team have rushed the ball 16 times for 55 yards. Gavin Neal, leading rushers, 5 carries for 25 yards.
Clock running 3:08. We're going to have to do something big here to get in scoring position.
2 wide out to the right. Allen, the wing back on the left. Going to give it off to Neal again. And Gavin going to cross the 45 to the 46. So we go under 3 minutes remaining now in the half.
Wade Carnahan on that tackle, 6'2", 200 junior. That's his third tackle on the night.
Off the 46-yard line, it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Crowder and Bull wide to the right. Allen, a wing back on the left. Neal, the running back. Jesse in shotgun. Easton looking to throw. Looking to the right side. Pass going to be caught. 45-40. That's Rico Crowder. 35-30. He is gone. 25-20, 15-10, 5. End zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Boy, the defensive back over there. I can't pick up. I don't know whether that was, I believe that was Williams, I believe, that jumped on that pass play. He thought he had it intercepted, and the ball just went right by him, and touchdown for Rico.
That is a 54-yard touchdown completion, and that will go down as our Hardee's hot and fresh play of the game. Touchdown brought to you by Elmore Realty and Auction, and here is the Walbert PAT by Wesley Travis, and that one did not look good coming off his foot, and that'll be the first miss for Wesley Travis this year. Just didn't good piece of that one. And we still need to take our break here in the second quarter, so there's 2:15 to go in this first half of play. It's 20-0, Glasgow on top of Monroe County. We're back after a 30-second timeout on WCLU Sports.
History of scoring touchdowns and breaking records? Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
You just saw our Hardee's hot and fresh play of the game there by Rico Crowder. If you missed it, we'll give you another look at that at halftime. Glasgow goes on top 20-0 now, 2:15 to go in the first half. That for the Scotties, a 6-play drive, took 2:16 off the clock, went 87 yards after the Glasgow defense forced Monroe County to turn the ball over on downs. It's a 54-yard touchdown pass from Easton Jesse, his third touchdown pass of the night. Rico Crowder catching his second touchdown pass of the night. The extra point, no good. Kickoff going to be returned here by Wood. He's across the 20, 25, 30, and down around the 31, maybe the 32.
That's number 24 on the tackle, and that is Ryan Morgan. That's his second tackle of the night.
And we'll put him down at the 31-yard line. 2:09 to go in the half. Monroe County put a nice drive together their last time out, but it stalled out inside the Glasgow 15. They've not got much time to work with here. They do have 2 timeouts, 2:09 to go. First and 10 at their own 31. Pettit in shotgun, has Turner to his left. Twin receivers to each side. Pettit looking left, now going to run with it. Across the 30, 35, he slides down, gives himself up around the 37. Pickup of 6.
That was a good idea on his part, getting down. Mason Arms was headed for him.
Making a 7-yard pickup there. Sorry about that, Bruce. They put the ball at the 38 rather than the 37. Monroe County letting the clock tick down here. It's a minute 35. They're in no hurry. Second down and 3. Pettit under center. I formation behind him. Give this to Baxter. Starts off the right side, hesitates, looking for some room. He'll fight his way across the 40 for a first down up to the 43-yard line. That'll stop the clock momentarily with 1:20 to play.
Yeah, Cash Wells on the tackle along with Ryan Morgan. I'm sorry, not Ryan Morgan, but number 8, Kellen Stone, that's what that was.
Monroe County will get the ball to start the third quarter, but I thought they might be a little bit more aggressive here, but we'll see what they do here. Pettit goes in shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Baxter going to go in motion, going to give a little shovel pass to him. He'll try to turn it upfield around the left end, and he'll get 2, maybe 3. That will go down as a pass play.
David Dale again on that tackle.
Pickup of 2.
That's his second on the night.
Second down and 8. We're down to 42 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, no hurry for Monroe. They get in the football when they come out in the third quarter, so they don't want to turn it over, I guess, down here.
Twin wideouts each way. Pettit in shotgun. Turner in the backfield with him. Pettit to throw.
Going for
Lets
it
it go down the left sideline. It is going to be knocked up into the air and incomplete. Jarek Martin there on the coverage, step for step with the intended receiver from Monroe County, who was Branson Williams.
Really good coverage right there by Jarek Martin. Right with him, step for step, turned the head right when the ball got there, knocked it away.
Incomplete pass stops the clock with 16.6 to go until halftime. Glasgow leads 20-0. Again, twin wideouts each way. Pettit in pistol formation this time with Turner in the backfield. Baxter going to go in motion to the left side. They fake the pitch to him, give it off to Turner instead on the running plays across the 50, 45. And he's going to go down in Glasgow territory at the 43. That'll stop the clock with 10 seconds to go while they set the change. We'll see if Monroe County calls the timeout here.
Dalen Thomas on the tackle, number 3 for him.
Falcons will burn their second timeout of the half. Stay tuned for our Don Franklin halftime show coming up shortly, where we will take a look at the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. Also tell you a little bit about the upcoming week in fall sports here at Glasgow High School. Fall sports are in full gear here with everybody in action. Scotty football team next Friday night on the road at Allen County, Scottsville. I think that'll be a pretty good ball game. ACS looks to have a pretty solid ball club this year. They hammered this Monroe County team last week, 42-7. And never an easy place to go when you go down there and play in Scottsville.
Allen County will hit you and hit you hard and hit you late sometimes.
It'll be a 6:30 pregame. Our broadcast at 7 o'clock next Friday night here on WCODU and also on YouTube. And we appreciate those of you joining us on our live stream on YouTube. First and 10 Falcons as we go back to action. The ball at the Glasgow 43. 10 seconds to go in the half. Two receivers to the left side. Pettit in shotgun. Throwing left. Pass batted up into the air by Kellen Stone and incomplete.
Almost had him one there.
Well, we talked about it last week, Larry. Kellen Stone just around the football a lot.
He is.
We call his name on defense quite a bit.
Yeah, he's already got 4 tackles tonight. He's a junior, only 152 pounds. But he's a football player.
6 seconds to go. Second down 10 at the Glasgow 43. Pettit trying to get his offense lined up here. He's in pistol formation. Baxter in the backfield. They're going to put Wood in motion. High shotgun snap. And Jamison Pettit just going to give himself up in the backfield here. And that will end the first half of play. At halftime, your score, Glasgow 20, Monroe County Falcons 0. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Halftime Show and take a look at the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. We'll do that on the other side of this timeout. It's a 4-minute timeout here on WCODU Sports.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app. Hardee's Double Deals pack double the charbroiled beef and melty cheese. Choose a double cheeseburger or bacon double cheeseburger starting at $2.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
A nationwide effort is underway to bring high-speed internet to small-town America. Rural broadband providers are taking the initiative. Their goal? To enhance quality of life by creating smart rural communities, which utilize a robust fiber network to jumpstart economic growth, to build thriving smart rural communities with the transformative power of rural broadband networks.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Phillips IGA, a family market since 1960. Visit the butcher shop where you'll find fresh cuts of fine meats from an in-store butcher and delicious hamburger ground fresh, plus a fresh selection of garden vegetables and fruits. They proudly carry legacy dairy milk produced right in their hometown of Highsville. Find your favorite national brands. Download the Phillips IGA app to start saving. View their weekly sales ad or simply shop online. Phillips IGA and Butcher Shop. Friendly faces and fair prices. Located on Highway 70 in Highsville.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
It's time for the Don Franklin Auto Scotty's Football Halftime Show on WCLU.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back with you at Glasgow High School's Hank Roy Stadium. We are at halftime. 20-0 lead for the Scotties over Monroe County here on the Don Franklin Auto Halftime Show. And, Larry, the Scotties have looked good once again tonight. Monroe County did put together one nice drive on offense, but the Scotty defense eventually stiffened and forced them to turn the ball over on downs. The Scotties have turned one turnover into points. They took that turnover on downs and turned that into points as well.
Yep, that's exactly what you want to do, too. When they turn it over to you, you want to make them pay for it. And so far, the Scotties have done it. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns tonight, all by way of the pass. And Glasgow offense just really clicking when, we've got a good running game, and we've got the Easton is throwing the football really well tonight. And, it's just a good first half.
Matter of fact, Larry, Easton has only missed on one pass. He is 8 of 9 through the air for 123 yards with 3 touchdowns. Big night for Rico Crowder in the receiving department. He's got 2 catches. Both have gone for touchdowns. He's got a total of 66 yards receiving. One of them was a 54-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, Rico, pretty good-sized kid, 6'3", 6'4". Get up there and get the football. He got speed when he catches it.
I told you coming into the game he's averaging 35 yards per catch, and he's made a couple of big plays here tonight as well. A couple of scores for you, a few scores to pass along to you. Barron County and Warren East have gone to halftime, and it's Warren East still continuing to lead Barron County by a score of 6-0. At the half, Edmonson County over Muhlenberg County by a score of 7-0. Saw a few other scores on here, too, that I was going to pass along to you as we pull this up off score stream here. Warren Central leading Butler County 16-13. They're in the second quarter there. And no score on Greene County and Hart County yet. Nothing reported anyway. There may be a score, but nothing's been reported. Caverna leads Eminence by a score of 12-0. And next week's opponent for the Scotties, Allen County Scottsville, trailing Franklin Simpson right now 21-0. That game at halftime. So it's 20-0 here. Glasgow on top of Monroe County at the break, and it is time for us to turn things over to Larry and Bruce now to take a look at the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats here on the Don Franklin Auto Halftime Show. Larry?
All right, Joe. The Scotties won the toss again, and normally, as they always do, they will take the football first. They did so. They took the opening kickoff on their own 29-yard line, 11:58 to go in the first quarter. From that point, Glasgow went on a nice drive, 9 plays, 71 yards, took 4:32 off the clock. Rico Crowder took a 12-yard touchdown pass from Easton Jesse, just threw it up and into the corner of the end zone, and Rico went up with his 6'4" frame and went and got it for the touchdown. Wesley Travis kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 7-0 with 7:28 to go in the first quarter. Monroe County's first drive would start on their own 25-yard line at 7:22 of the first quarter. They did get much going, and they threw a pass, and David Dale, it was tipped up in the air by the receiver, and one of Glasgow's players tipped it again, and David Dale finally came down with it for the interception, and that would set Glasgow up in good field position at Monroe's 39-yard line with 5:52 to go in the first quarter. From there, Glasgow went on a 11-play, 39-yard drive, took 5:37 off the clock. Cameron Bull caught a 3-yard touchdown pass from Easton Jesse. Wesley Travis again kicked the extra point, and it was 14-0 with 25.1 seconds to go in the first quarter. Monroe County would take over their next possession on their own 15-yard line with 18.7 seconds to go in the first quarter. They would mount a drive that would take the clock down all the way to 4 minutes and 31 seconds. They got down inside the 10-yard line, and Glasgow stopped them on downs on a fourth play, pass play to the corner of the end zone. It was knocked down. So the Scotties took over after stopping them on downs at their own 13-yard line at 4:31 of the second quarter. From that point, Glasgow went on a 6-play, 87-yard drive to only 2:16 off the clock. Rico Crowder with a little end pass from off of the right side, took it from Easton Jesse and went 54 yards for the touchdown. This time the kick was no good. I don't know whether it was a bad snap, bad hold, or he just got a bad foot on it, but it went wide left and didn't even have a chance. First miss of the year for Wesley Travis, and Glasgow led 20-0 at that point. Monroe County would get the ball back, try a couple of Hail Mary passes, and they got it back with 2:09 to go and would mount a drive, try a couple of Hail Mary passes, which didn't work, and time would run out. So here at halftime, the Glasgow Scotties lead by a score of 20-0. Bruce?
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry.
He turned his mic up.
Well, it's turned up. I don't know what.
We're having problems with this new system here.
I just switched headsets. That makes it easier. That'll work easier. Let's look now at our Don Franklin Auto halftime show of the Garcia's Grill Sizzling stats. Let's look at our team stats first. Scotty's on top of the Falcons 20-0. Monroe County had 8 first downs. They rushed for 53 yards. They passed for 42 for a total of 95 yards in that first half. Scotty's had 12 first downs, 59 on the ground, 123 through the air for a total of 182. One turnover in this game. That was by Monroe County. That was an interception. Glasgow did put it on the ground once, but they were able to get it back. The Falcons were penalized 3 times for 32 yards. Glasgow 1 time for 5. Each team ran 26 plays. Monroe County had it for 11 minutes and 45 seconds. Glasgow, 12 minutes, 15 seconds. Now for our Garcia's Grill sizzling individual stats. Braden Baxter's our leading rusher. He's the leading rusher in the game with 38 yards on 10 carries. Cade Turner had 2 carries for 17 yards. And Jamison Pettit have a -5 on 3. Of course, he lost several of that on that last kneel down. Pettit was 5 for 11 passing for 42 yards. He did throw an interception. His leading receiver was Branson Williams with 23 yards on 2 catches with a long of 11. Braden Baxter had 16 yards on 2 catches. And Travis Wood had 1 catch for 3 yards. Monroe did not punt in the first half. For Glasgow, our leading rusher in that first half was Gavin Neal with 29 yards on 6 carries with a long of 12. 10 yards for Rico Crowder on 2 carries. Hudson Gum had 1 carry for 10 yards. Cameron Bull had 3 carries for 6 yards, and Dalen Thomas 2 carries for 5 yards. Easton Jesse was sacked a couple times. He had 3 carries for a -1, but he had a big first down on a 14-yard gallop. Easton was 8 of 9 passing for 123 yards and 3 touchdowns. I believe that makes him 16 of 19 over the last game and a half for about 300 yards. His leading receiver was Rico Crowder with 66 yards on 2 catches and 2 scores. He had a long of 54. Jarek Martin had 3 catches for 35 yards, a long of 13. And Cameron Bull had 22 yards on 3 catches. He had a score with a long of 10. Glasgow did not punt in that first half. So here at our Don Franklin halftime score, halftime show, It's a score Glasgow 20, Monroe County 0. We'll return after a 3-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
This has been your Don Franklin Auto Scotty's Football Halftime Show. The second half kickoff is just minutes away on WCLU.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant. South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app. Hardee's Double Deals pack double the charbroiled beef and melty cheese. Choose a double cheeseburger or bacon double cheeseburger starting at $2.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the
Back here on the Don Franklin Auto Halftime Show, it is 20-0. Glasgow on top of Monroe County. And let's take a look at the upcoming week in fall sports here at Glasgow High School. We'll start to tell you that the boys soccer team tomorrow will be taking on Owensboro Apollo at home. Then they'll host Greenwood on Tuesday. Then the boys soccer team will host Allen County Scottsville on Thursday. So 3 opportunities to get out there to the soccer complex to watch the Glasgow boys soccer team play at home this upcoming week. Girls soccer team tomorrow will be hosting Bath County. That's a night game from what I remember, I believe, when I was making out the schedule. And then on Thursday, the Lady Scotty soccer team hosts Warren East. So a couple opportunities to see the Lady Scotty soccer team play at home this week as well. Glasgow volleyball team on Tuesday will play at home against Monroe County. Then Thursday, they'll travel to Allen County Scottsville. The girls golf team nor boys golf team neither have matches scheduled this week according to the schedule we have. Also no cross-country meet scheduled this week either. The JV football team on Monday will play at home against Hart County. That is a 6 o'clock start time. And the varsity football team on Friday, next Friday night, travels to Allen County Scottsville for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Our broadcast begins at 6:30 here on WCLU and also on our live stream on YouTube as well. Want to go back and take a look at a big play in the first half. It was a 54-yard touchdown pass from Easton Jesse to Rico Crowder. Of course, if you're watching on our live stream, we'll tell you to take a look at your screen, as this is the Hardy's hot and fresh play of the game, as Rico Crowder made a nice catch and then turned on the Jets and outran everybody from Monroe County into the end zone for the touchdown. His second touchdown reception of the game. Easton Jesse was his third touchdown pass of the night as well. And then one more thing we're going to get on here before the third quarter starts. I want to tell you again about the online ticketing option that's coming up for the Barron County game. Glasgow High School is going to be offering advanced online ticket sales for the Barron County game coming up on September the 15th. Online sales are expected to go live on Monday on gofan.co. That's gofan.co. It'll be a great way to save time to avoid waiting in line to purchase tickets at the gate the night of the game, because it's going to be a big crowd here that night when Glasgow takes on Barron County. Tickets purchased online or at the gate will be $7. Tickets at the gate must be purchased with cash. You can find a link to purchase advanced tickets on the school's social media platforms at Glasgow Scotty Sports on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Or you can also visit GoFan and search Glasgow High School to see online ticketing options for that Glasgow Barron County game. We invite you to take advantage of that opportunity. Larry, what about keys for the second half here in the Scotties?
Well, Glasgow just needs to be consistent on offense just like they have been. Played very good defense. Do that again. Don't turn the football over, and I think everything will be all right.
Travis Wood back deep to receive the kick, along with a new man back there who takes the kickoff. It's across the 20-25, and let's pick up the number for you. That is number 39, who's not even on my spot chart, Larry.
39.
It's 39 from Monroe County.
39. I don't have a 39 either.
Well, I'm not sure who that is out there wearing 39. It may be, has Baxter changed numbers, because he is staying on the field.
That could be. Rico Crowder made that tackle on that kickoff.
Yeah, I believe that is Braden Baxter, who has changed numbers from number 4 to number 39 if you're watching on our live stream. First down and 10 for Monroe at their own 29 to start this drive. Here is Baxter, who'll go off left tackle. He's going to get across the 30 to about the 32.
It's Mason Arms on the tackle, number 6 for him.
Mason Arms on that tackle.
Pick up a 4 yards there for Baxter. Not sure if he had a torn jersey or had some blood on his jersey they couldn't get out or what, but Braden Baxter has changed jerseys. 2 receivers to the right side. Here's the pitch to Baxter again around the right end. Oh, my goodness, he got taken out before he could get back to the line of scrimmage, I believe.
That's our man right there, Kellen Stone. Number 5 for him.
Aggressive tackle that time by Stone. It is a loss of yardage back to the 31. Third down and 9 after the loss there. Monroe at their own 31-yard line. 20-0. Glasgow leads. This is the opening drive of the third quarter. Turner and Baxter in the I formation. Pettit fumbles the snap, picks it back up, and he's going to go down for a loss.
Mason Arms got there first. Tackle number 7 for him.
So that'll bring up 4th down and long for Monroe County with a loss all the way back to the 22 there. Loss of 9. 4th and 18 for the Falcons. Glasgow's going to get great field position here to start their opening drive of the second half. Derek Martin back deep to receive the kick. And in to punt it away is Caden Gerald. It's the first punt of the game for either team. Good snap. Gerald's gets it away. High spiraling kick will bounce at the 47 in Glasgow territory. Takes a big Monroe County roll inside the 35 all the way down to the 33-yard line, I believe, is where Monroe County downs it.
Pretty nice kick.
It will be the 33. Punt of 45 yards that time for Caden Gerald. So still pretty decent field position, but not as good as I thought it was going to be here for the Scotties.
That was a good kick. Nice house barrel and away from the guy that was going to catch it. And had no choice but to let it hit. And then when it hit, it took a big bounce.
Scotties start their first drive of the second half at their own 33. 9:30 to go in the third quarter. Scotties on top, 20-0.
Yeah.
Mason Arms in there at a running back. Cam Bull joins him in the backfield. Rico Crowder, the wing back on the right side. Jesse going to hand this off to Arms. Mason goes off right guard, and he's carrying a couple of tacklers all the way up to the 40-yard line as a flag comes in at the end of the play.
It was 32 on the tackle. That would be Wade Kernahan, fourth tackle.
Steve Johnson will tell us what's going on here. And
face mask.
Indications of face mask on Monroe County.
Face mask is the call against Monroe County. Incidental penalty, 5 yards.
5-yard penalty tacked on at the end of the run. So first and 10 Glasgow after the 5-yard run by Mason Arms and a 5-yard penalty. Ball at the 43 of the Scotties. Thomas, the wing back on the right side. Arms and Bull in the backfield. Thomas goes in motion. Going to give this off to Arms again. He's across midfield into Monroe territory, and he'll go down around the 46 with another Glasgow first down.
Oh, nice hard run right up the middle, right off the right guard. Mason Arms a hard runner.
First down run for Mason Arms.
Number 3 on that tackle, and that was Travis Wood. That'd be his first tackle tonight, 5'11", 170 junior.
11-yard pickup for Mason Arms there. The Scotties so far tonight have rushed for a total of 75 yards. Good balance again on offense for the Scotties, 123 passing so far tonight. First and 10 Glasgow in Monroe territory at the 46. Arms again in the backfield along with Bull. Bull motions out of the backfield, give it off to Arms again up the middle. Finds a hole as he bounces to the outside. He's got the 40, 35, and another Glasgow first down as he goes down at the 32-yard line, maybe the 31.
Good hard runner right up the middle again. Number 8, Branson Williams on the tackle, his third. That's just straight handoff right off the right guard.
They will put the ball to the 32-yard line. Pick up of 14 yards, and Mason Arms now the leading rusher on the night for the Scotties with 30 yards on 3 carries here in the second half. Arms still in there. Bull in the backfield with him. Thomas, the wing back on the right. Rico Crowder's the wide out to the right side. Bull motions out of the backfield to the right. Give it off on an inside handoff to Dalen Thomas, and he'll get across the 30 down to the 29, maybe the 28. Let's see here. 29-yard line is where they'll spot him.
Cade Turner on that tackle. That's number 4 for him.
Gain of 3 makes it second down and 7.
Looks like Gavin Neal's having some work done here on the sidelines. That's why he's out. I don't know whether they're retaping him or what they're doing.
Thomas and Martin go wide to the right side. Lucas Christian and Cam Bull wide to the left side. Kanan Allen's the running back this time. Jesse in shotgun. Christian goes in motion. They'll give him a little shovel pass as he goes in front of Easton Jesse, and nothing doing. Monroe County going to drop him for a loss.
Looks like number 21 on that tackle, Adrian Young. That's his first tackle tonight, 5'8", 165 sophomore.
Loss of a yard to the 30. It'll be third down and 8. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. 20-0. Glasgow on top.
Still 4-down territory here. Probably go for it if you don't make it.
Two wide outs each side once again. Allen, the running back. Jesse, throw. Pass caught by Bull at the 33. Trying to make a man miss. He does. He's going to get down to the 26-yard line. We'll make fourth down a little easier maybe.
That's number 11 on the tackle. That will be Jamison Pettit. That's his first tackle tonight. 6'2", 175 senior.
Pick up of 5. It'll be 4th and 4 for the Scotties at the Monroe 26. Max Lee coming into the ball game for the Scotties here, replacing Derek Martin. Crowder going to split out wide. Bull and Allen in the backfield. Thomas, the wing back, goes in motion.
All right.
And Monroe County, they jumped,
they didn't
but
call
did
it.
it come across? Let's see.
We got a flag. Referee.
Nope, timeout taken by Glasgow. No flag on a play.
He did jump across, huh?
He moved, but apparently did not come across the line of scrimmage. So let's take our timeout here in the third quarter. 5:26 to go in the third. It's 20-0. Glasgow on top of Monroe County. Back after a 30-second break on WCOD Sports.
A nationwide effort is underway to bring high-speed internet to small-town America. Rural broadband providers are taking the initiative. Their goal? To enhance quality of life by creating smart rural communities, which utilize a robust fiber network to jumpstart economic growth, to build thriving smart rural communities with the transformative power of rural broadband networks.
Which one? $5:26 to go in the third quarter. 20-0 lead. Glasgow over Monroe County. 4th down and 4 coming up here for the Scotties, as they are at the Monroe County 26-yard line. Jesse in shotgun. Allen to his right. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right side. Campbell goes in motion to the right. Jesse to throw. Rolling right, he'll throw. The pass going to be caught by Bull for the first down.
Well, nice catch in traffic.
He is going to go down right around the 20. And you're right, Larry, there were a couple of defenders right in his area, and he made the catch. Good throw by Easton Jesse.
I think it's number 2, Caden Gerald's with the tackle. That's his second on the night. Good strong throw by Easton, rolling out to his right. And Cam, he made a great catch in traffic.
1st and 10 Scotties as the drive stays alive. Glasgow converting on 4th down. It's a South Central Bank first down with 4:57 to go in the third. Two wideouts to the right. 1 to the left, or 2 to the left as well, actually. And now the Scotties again having trouble lining up, and they'll have to burn their second timeout.
Timeout, Glasgow.
So we'll stay right here during this break. 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And if you're watching on our live stream, we're going to go back and show you the first touchdown of the night. The 11-yard touchdown pass, or 12-yard touchdown pass from Rico Crowder to Easton, from Easton Jesse to Rico Crowder, excuse me. As Easton just lobbed that ball up into the end zone, and Rico used his size to go up there and get it. So that's one of 3 touchdown passes tonight for Easton Jesse. Again, last check we had on that Barron County Warren East game, it was halftime, and Warren East was on top by a score of 6-0. Still no score being reported yet on the Greene County Hart County game from what we can see.
1st down and 10, Glasgow.
1st and 10, Glasgow at the Monroe County 20-yard line. Jesse with a back on either side of him. He's in shotgun formation. 2 receivers, going to give this off to Kanan Allen, trying to get around the left end, and won't be able to do it. Not sure he even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 6, Cade Turner on the tackle. That'd be number 5 for him.
It is no gain on the play. Second down 10. Scotties will break the huddle with Lucas Christian going wide to the right side. Cam Bull and Jarek Martin wide to the left. Crowder and Kanan Allen on either side of Jesse in the backfield. The play clock down to 3 seconds. Bull going in motion. Ball snap with 1 on the play clock. Easton Jesse off play action to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. It was intended for Rico Crowder, but Easton was under pressure and really could not step into that throw. It was underthrown. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
That was Lennox Young again into the backfield, putting the pressure on the quarterback. He's done that a number of times tonight. –
3:33 to go in the third quarter of play. 20-0 lead for the Scotties.
Third down, 10.
And this is going to be a penalty on Glasgow. They break the huddle with 12 men, but they're going to let them get away with it. Easton Jesse throwing into the end zone, looking for Cam Bull. It's incomplete. Did Glasgow not break the huddle with 12 players right there?
I don't think we had but 11 on the field, but one of them was coming off. I don't think we had but 10.
So you think we ran that play with 10 players? Pass was intended for Cam Bull, but it was incomplete there in the end zone. 3.5 to go in the third quarter now. And it'll bring up 4th down and 10. Scotty's at the Monroe County 20.
10, Glasgow.
Bull and Crowder going to go wide to the right. Thomas will line up as a wing back on the left side. Allen is the running back to the right of Jesse. Easton's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, steps up, and he's going to be sacked. And Monroe County is going to force Glasgow to turn the ball over on downs.
Yeah, second sack of the night for Carnahan, Wade Carnahan, and it's his 5th tackle.
In on that tackle as Monroe County takes over.
For the first time all season on that drive, the Scotties offense looked just a little bit disjointed.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem was, but we couldn't get lined up right. Had to use 2 timeouts.
And now a flag comes out here between plays, so somebody's running their mouth apparently.
Sportsmanlike conduct on somebody.
53. Sportsmanlike conduct, 53 on the defense, 15-yard penalty.
It's Cam Johnson. He'll come out of the ball game.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, that's uncalled for, of course.
Called against Glasgow.
Going in to replace him is Kievan Massey. And so now that 15-yard penalty will give Monroe County great field position to start this drive at their own 45-yard line with 3:23 to play in the third quarter. Glasgow leads 20-0, but this game is not over. Scotty's got to do a little work to finish this thing off.
Exactly. We needed to score on that last possession. Couldn't get it done.
Pettit under center. Turner and Braxton in the eye. Going to give this off to one of the wideouts on an end around. That's Wood. He's across midfield. A flag is down on the play. This one may be coming back. For now, Wood has a first down in Glasgow territory at the 42, but not sure this one's going to stand.
Max Lee made the tackle over there on that play, but it looked like it's going to come back.
Referee Steve Johnson.
Got a hold on offense, 10-yard penalty. Still.
So the 10-yard penalty will make it first down and 19 as they will put the ball back at the 36-yard line. That's the 5th penalty tonight for Monroe County for 47 yards. Glasgow's penalized only twice for 20 yards.
First down, 20.
First and 19 for the Falcons. Pettit under center. 2 receivers to the right side. I formation behind Pettit. And Pettit to throw off play action. Under pressure. Lets it go down the left sideline. It's incomplete. It was intended for Braden Baxter.
Somebody was holding Kavion Massey as he came through the line right there. Just turned him around.
Max Lee there in the area in coverage, as was Mason Arms. Ryan Morgan also in the area for the Scotties. .242 left in the third quarter. Second down, 19 for Monroe.
Second down, 20.
3 men come wide to the near side. 1 man wide to the left as a single back is Turner. Pettit's in shotgun. He's looking to throw. Pettit under pressure. Gets by the first defender. He'll throw complete at the 45-yard line to Williams, and he's going to get it to midfield.
Complete to Branson Williams.
Lucas Christian on that tackle. That's his first of the night. 5'10", 138 senior.
They rule Williams down. Branson Williams right at the 50. Pick up a 14. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Third down, 5.
Twin receivers to each side of the formation. Turner's the lone setback. Pettit's under center. 4-man front for the Scotties. And Pettit fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, follows Turner into the hole, and he'll get 3, maybe 4. He's going to be a yard or 2 shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and short for Monroe.
Big Cam Johnson up there on that tackle. That's his second. After that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, he had to go out for about 3 plays, but he's back in now.
Pick up a 4, so it's 4th down and a yard for the Falcons. Got to be careful not to jump on a hard count here if you're Glasgow. 1:22 to go in the third quarter. Glasgow leads 20-0. Two receivers right. I formation behind Pettit. It's a quarterback sneak. He'll have the first down.
Easily.
Gets down inside the 43, I believe, between the 43 and 42-yard lines. Yep.
Looks like Mason Arms again on the tackle. That's number 8 for him tonight. Big night for Mason.
4-yard pickup there for Pettit on that quarterback sneak. 1st and 10 Falcons at the Glasgow 42. Here's the give to Baxter. Starts with the middle, bounces to the outside around the left end. Looking at the 40, a flag comes in. Probably going to be a hold.
Yeah.
Baxter's going to be taken out of bounds across the 30, but again, I think this one's probably coming back.
Yeah, Dalen Thomas on the tackle down the field, but I think it's coming back again.
Got a hold, number 6 White. 10-yard penalty for spot of the foul. Let's go first.
That's about 3 holding penalties they've had that's cost them.
Overcame the most recent one. That penalty moves the ball back into Monroe territory at the 48.
And Bruce says there's 2 or 3 they haven't called.
Surely Bruce would not criticize an official. First down and 20. Trips to the near side, a single wide out left. Pettit in shotgun. He'll throw. Under pressure.
Got
sacked.
Cam. Big Cam got in there and got him. 6'3", 273. 3rd tackle and a sack.
All the way back to the 39-yard line, so a big loss there of 9 yards.
That's pretty good size, 270 pounds, moves pretty well.
Monroe County can let the quarter run out here if they want to, and it appears they will. So we have reached the end of the third quarter of play. Glasgow still pitching a shutout. They lead Monroe County 20-0. We'll come back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We begin the fourth quarter here at Hank Roy Stadium on the campus of Glasgow High School. Monroe County has the football. Scotties lead 20-0 over the Falcons. 2nd down and 31 for Monroe County. Back at their own 39. Pettit under center. Going to give it off on a draw play to Baxter, and the Scotties not fooled. He's going to go down in the backfield for a loss, I believe. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, he did. Give him the 39.
Mason Arms again on that tackle. Number 9.
Take a look at the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats through 3 quarters. Glasgow leads 20-0. They have 16 first downs to Monroe County's 10. Glasgow 82 yards rushing, 132 passing, a total of 214. Monroe County 41 rushing, 56 passing, a total of 97. Falcons still have the only turnover in the game. That was a interception. 3rd down, 31. Pettit going to throw for Williams. Good catch off the high pass. Going to go down at the 42, maybe the 43. It'll bring up 4th down and forever for the Falcons, and they'll have to bring on the punting unit.
Nice tackle by Jarek Martin. Got the catch. He got about a couple yards out of it.
The rest of those Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. Glasgow penalized 2 times for 20 yards so far tonight. 6 Monroe County penalties for 57 yards. Scotties have had the ball 36 plays, 18 minutes and 22 seconds. Monroe County 35 plays, 17 minutes and 38 seconds. Caden Gerald's in punt formation for Monroe County. Jarek Martin back deep for the Scotties. High snap, Gerald's handles it, gets it away, end over end punt. Will bounce at the 30, take a big Monroe County roll, and all the way to the 10-yard line. That was a 20-yard roll on that punt for Gerald.
That's twice he's done that.
Punt is down at the 10-yard line.
It's a punt of 47 yards there for Gerald. No return. So he's averaging 46 yards a kick tonight.
47 and 45, not bad.
10:20 to go in the ball game. 20-0 lead for the Scotties. They get it back 1st and 10 at their own 10.
Well, the Scotties didn't have much continuity on the offense the last time we had the ball. Let's see if we can get things straightened out here.
10, Glasgow at their own 10-yard line.
Easton Jesse in shotgun. That's Kanan Allen to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Going to give it to Rico Crowder as he went in motion. Give it to him on a shovel pass, and he's going down for a loss.
Yeah, they didn't fool Carnahan. That's his 6th tackle on the night. 2 sacks to go along with it. Good football player.
Loss of 2, back to the 8. 2nd down, 12.
Cade picks up his 8th tackle of the game.
Monroe County defense has had much more success against the Scotties than either LaRue County or Russellville did, that's for sure. Things have not come nearly as easy for Glasgow tonight. Jesse in shotgun, Allen to his right, 2 wideouts each way. Jesse looking to throw, goes left side with it, caught by Crowder at the 15, makes a couple of men miss, he's got the 20, 25, and out near the 30-yard line with a 1st down.
That's been our best offense so far tonight. Get it to Rico and let him do his thing. And he is hurt. Or got a cramp or something.
Looks like he's cramping up, Larry.
Yeah.
And good sportsmanship by the Monroe County coaches over there as they were right on the Monroe County sidelines. They're already over there on top of Rico, stretching him out.
I think it was Cade Turner on the tackle. That's number 6 for him.
And while we have an injury timeout here, we will take a timeout as well. 9:29 to go in this ball game. It's 20-0. Glasgow leading Monroe County back after a 30-second break on WCLU Sports.
So there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $5.
Give this one to Bull. Finds a hole at the middle. He's across the 35, across the
40.
There
Keeps
his feet. 50, 45, 40. Has one man to beat. Gets by Williams, and now that does allow the Monroe County defenders to come up from behind and catch Cam. But another good run, this time by Cam Bull, who continues to have a nice night. He's down to the 32-yard line of Monroe County territory.
Yeah, Caleb Cook had to run a long way to get that tackle. He broke 2 or 3 and then And then Cook came in and got his third tackle on the night. But a nice run by Cameron Brock. He broke 3 or 4 tackles along the way on that one.
38-yard pickup there for Bull. Barron County and Warren East still in a defensive battle. They have gone into the fourth quarter with Warren East leading Barron County 6-0. Arms and Allen in the backfield. They put Thomas in motion to the right from his wing-back spot. Give it to Arms. Breaks an arm tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and Mason going to get it down inside the 25, down to near the 20.
Yeah,
Should be another first down, I believe.
Nice hard run again, right up the middle. Looks like Jameson Pettit, his second tackle on the night.
Got the 21-yard line, but it is still enough for a first down. 8:12 to go. Scotty's looking for the touchdown that would put this one away. Glasgow already on top 20-0. Thomas goes in motion to the right side. Allen in the backfield. They're going to fake to him. Easton Jesse to throw. Looking over the middle into the end zone. It is going to be batted away by Branson Williams of Monroe County. Good coverage that time. Lucas Christian was the intended target.
Yeah, pretty good coverage there. That ball was thrown into. He could have caught it, I guess. He'd had to make a heck of a catch to do it.
10-yard penalty.
Oh, didn't see this.
First down.
The flag down in the backfield here.
You say holding?
I didn't catch it, Larry. See if you can find out what they did call there. It was a holding penalty, they say. That penalty will move the ball back to the 31-yard line. Second down or first down and 20. Back to split. That's Arms and Allen. Thomas going in motion to the right side. Christian the wide out to the right. Jesse fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself around the right end. Easton has some room. He's got the 25. He'll be run out of bounds around the 22 or 23.
Travis Wood is the man that made the tackle, his second.
Goes out of bounds to the 23-yard line, it looks like. Pickup of 8. Second down, 12.
Okay, got plenty of time, and 3 downs to get this first down.
Second down, 11.
Arms and Bull in the backfield this time. Crowder goes wide to the left. Thomas, the wing back on the right. He'll go in motion. Jesse gives straight up the middle to Arms, and Mason will drag a tackler across the 20 down to around the 18.
That's 53. Caleb Cook, 4th tackle.
Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Scotties. Thomas, Bull, Martin all wide to the left side. Crowder wide to the right. Kanan Allen's the running back. Jesse's in shotgun. Jesse throwing right. Caught by Crowder. Got to make a man miss. He does, and he is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties. What a juke move that time by Rico Crowder. Left the defender in the dust. And Rico Crowder has his 3rd touchdown reception of the night.
Wait a minute.
Is there a flag, Larry?
There's a flag right there.
There he is, right in the middle of the field. Talking to the Glasgow coaching staff, so that would lead you to believe this is probably against Monroe County. Jeff Garman talking with his offensive coordinator, John Myers, right now, trying to decide what to do about this decision here.
Penalty on the kickoff or on the extra point or what? Is that what
I think that's what they're
Dead
trying
ball
to decide.
personal foul on the defense. Touchdown's good. 15 yards on the kickoff.
So that touchdown brought to you by Elmore Realty and Auction. And we'll now see Walbert Trucking 2-point try this time. I think this is the first time all year the Scotties have gone for 2. Glasgow leading 26-0.
Looked like it was going for 2, but he took it on the extra point.
No, they took it on the kickoff. He
I
said
know
50. What's up? Oh, okay. I misunderstood what you were saying. I misunderstood what you were saying. Yep, you're right. That would have got him a yard and a half closer. Jesse in shotgun. Allen to his right. Here comes Bull in motion to the right side. Jesse going to throw. Trying to get away from a defender. Throws as he's going down. It's going to be caught for the two-point try by Cam Bull, and a flag down at the end of the play. So let's see what this is. See if this will stand. Glasgow thinks it's going to. They're coming off the field. Did they grab Cam Bull's face mask after he made the catch?
Maybe we'll have 2 penalties on the kickoff.
Officials discussing it. And is going to go on the Falcons as, again, referee Steve Johnson comes over to get this penalty call here from Steve Johnson.
Touchdown's good, or extra point's good. A personal foul, face mask. Penalize it on the kickoff.
That's going to be 30 yards of penalties against Monroe County on this kickoff. And if you're watching on our live stream now, we're going to show you our SCRTC fan cam. We invite you to join in and watch that. Getting a good look at the student section there in the dog pound. And we'll go ahead and tell you that drive for Glasgow, 7 plays, 90 yards. Rico Crowder catches the 18-yard touchdown pass from Easton Jesse, his 3rd touchdown reception of the night. All 4 touchdowns tonight have been passes from Easton Jesse. The 2-point try good as Jesse completes that pass to Cam Bull, and Glasgow leads 28-0, 6:58 to play in the ball game.
Yep, good drive. Helped along by a few penalties by Monroe County, but we'll take it.
So Wesley Travis will be kicking this ball
30-yard line
from the Monroe County 30-yard line, and I'm going to go ahead and just predict.
Onside kick.
Well, either you're up 28-0. It's possible.
That's true.
But if you're not doing an onside kick here, I'm going to go ahead and predict Wesley Travis will have his 2nd touchback of the season. You think that's a bold prediction?
Yeah,
or
kick it through the upright.
Yeah, I think you can maybe just go ahead and take the touchback right here. But we'll see what the Scotties decide to do.
He's going to squib it. Well, maybe not.
I don't know.
I thought he was laying
We'll
it
see.
down, but he is going to onside kick.
He does try the onside kick, and it's going to be fielded by Monroe County. They'll get it at the 15-yard line.
Wesley Travis's onside kick is fielded and down by Jared Denton.
So Monroe County will start first and 10 at their own 15, trailing 28-0, 6:56 to go in the ball game. Told you Glasgow in action next week at Allen County Scottsville. These Monroe County Falcons will play at home against the Barron County Trojans next Friday night. Jameson Pettit under center with Turner and Baxter in the backfield in the I formation to give to the fullback Turner, and he's going nowhere. Going to lose a yard, I believe.
There's Mason Arms along with number 33, Jacob Brunson. That's Mason's 10th tackle tonight.
Loss of a yard there for Turner. 2nd down and 11 at the 14. Again in the I formation behind Pettit with a wide out each way. Pettit going to give to Baxter this time. He'll go off the left side, and boy, took a big hit as he got up near the 20-yard line. He bounces back up. He's okay. That was a big collision, though.
That's a big old number. 78 on the bottom of that pile. And that would be Parker McGowan. First tackle of the night, 6'2", 344 and a junior.
Third down 7 after a pickup of 4 yards there. Falcons have it at their own 19. Pettit in shotgun with Baxter and Turner on either side of him, a wide out to each side. Pettit lets the pass go, caught on a slant pattern by Williams. He'll have a first down across the 30 up to the 33-yard line, looks like.
Jake Martin on the tackle, number 2 for him. A good pass, good pattern. He went out about 10, 12 yards, cut across, post pattern, and hit him perfectly with it.
28-0, Glasgow leads, 5:14 to go in this one. First and 10, Falcons. At their own 33. Pettit goes back up under center with an I formation behind him. Here's the give to Baxter. Trying to get away from a tackler in the backfield. He will get out to the 37-yard line, I believe.
I think
maybe the 30, actually the 38.
Cash Wells on that tackle. That's number 3.
Pickup of 5.
Second and 5.
Again, an I formation behind Pettit. A receiver each way. Pettit will give to Baxter. Starts to the left side, finds no room there, tries to cut it back to the middle, won't find much more luck there. Well, he is going to actually get across the 40 to the 41 or so.
He got a few pretty good yards out of it. Frankie Ciance on that tackle, number 54. That will be his second tackle on the night.
3-yard pickup there to the 41. Third down and 2. So we hit the 4-minute mark to go in this ball game. Glasgow leads 28-0. Scotty's about to go to 3-0 on the year, and a date with Allen County Scottsville on the road next Friday. Again, a wide out each way with the iron formation in the backfield. Quarterback sneak for Pettit on 3rd and 2. He'll have the first down around the 44.
Yeah, run 2 quarterback sneaks and got good yardage on both of them. That's number 33, Jacob Brunson on that tackle. Number 5 for him.
Well, they moved the ball to the 45-yard line, actually. First and 10 Falcons, their own 45. Pettit into the shotgun. Turner and Baxter on either side. Wood and Williams the wideouts each way. Pettit to throw. Looking over the middle of the field for Williams. It's going to be incomplete. Dalen Thomas may have gotten a hand on that one for the Scotties. He was right there step for step with Williams.
He did. Either one of them had a chance to catch that football.
Now an official timeout here for something. And referee Steve Johnson talking to Cam Johnson for the Scotties, and I can't tell who it is for Monroe County.
It's number 6, I believe.
Turner, yep. Yeah. Cade Turner, not sure if he's just trying to calm some tension down or what that was about, but 3:12 to go, 28-0 Glasgow, second down 10 for the Falcons, their own 45. Backs in the I formation, and another whistle, and a timeout taken by the Scotties.
Timeout, Glasgow.
And that is the final timeout for Glasgow here in the second half. Again, we've mentioned this a couple of times tonight, but just want to make sure we get the word out about this Barron County ball game and the online ticket sales. Glasgow High School is going to be offering advanced online ticket sales for the Barron County game coming up on September the 15th. Online sales expected to go live on Monday at gofan.co. That's GOFAN.co. And that's going to be a big, big crowd here in a couple of weeks. The Glasgow and Barron County have not played each other in a few years, and so there's a lot of anticipation for that. So it's going to be a great way to save time from waiting in line if you can purchase tickets online. But you can still purchase tickets at the gate the night of the game. Tickets purchased online or at the gate will be $7. Tickets at the gate must be purchased with cash. You can find a link to purchase advance tickets on the school's social media platforms at Glasgow Scotty Sports on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Or you can also visit GoFan and search Glasgow High School to see online ticketing options as well.
Play resumes, second down 10.
Second down 10 for Monroe at their own 45. Here's the pitch to Baxter. It's a
Halfback
halfback pass looking
Wide
for
open.
Wood. It's open, caught at the 30. Scotty's going to catch up with him, but it will be a Monroe County first down. Kellen Stone able to get down there and make the catch, but not before Wood gets the ball to the 23-yard line in Glasgow territory.
Yeah, 6 tackle. But they fooled everybody on that one. That was a nice call. 6 tackle for Kellen on the night.
For the Falcons at the Scotty 23-yard line.
3 minutes to play. Scotty's trying to preserve the shutout here. They lead 28-0. Williams, the wide out to the right side. Bork, the wide out to the left. Turner and Baxter in the eye. Here's the give to Baxter. Goes right and gets tripped up. May have actually tripped over an offensive lineman's foot.
He did. He tripped over his own offensive lineman.
And now Baxter cramping up. Baxter got the ball to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 2. Second down and 8. And Baxter up quickly. Larry, our Braves are playing a big-time series this weekend in L.A. against the Dodgers. Braves got a big
start
win,
last
got a big
night.
win last night. That was a good ball game. I stayed up and watched that game. Good ball game. Braves are a fun team to watch this year. It's amazing to me that they have broken the franchise record for home runs with a month to go in the season. Did you know that?
Yeah.
They did it a couple of nights ago. Still another month to go in the season, so they're going to destroy the franchise record for home runs hit.
Ronald Alexander hit his 30th last night, a grand slam, and he's stolen 30 bases.
Yeah, the first player
30.
First player ever to get to reach that mark. 60 stolen bases, right? 60 stolen bases and 30 home runs.
Yeah, 30 home runs, 60 stolen bases.
First player ever to do 60-30 in that category. Second down and 8 for the Falcons, and Pettit throwing into the end zone. It's going to be picked off by Jarrett Martin. He's returning across the 15-20, 25-30, 35, and he's going to go down at the 40-yard line.
Boy, nice. He stepped right in front of Williams and just made the play. Nice.
And for Jarrett Martin, his first interception of the season, and that will end the Monroe County scoring threat. So very good possibility Glasgow's going to be able to keep this shutout going, and a flag comes out at the end of the play.
Jameson Pettit is the man that made the tackle.
A return of 39 yards on the interception by Jarrett Martin.
Pettit.
Sportsmanlike conduct on the white, 15-yard penalty.
So that'll tack on 15 more yards from the 41. And now Monroe County has gone over 100 yards in penalties, 9 penalties against the Falcons for 102 yards tonight. Scotties have done very well in that category, only 3 penalties for 30 yards tonight for Glasgow.
One of them unsportsmanlike, which we did need.
2:21 to go. Glasgow on top, 28-0. They'll take over after the interception return and penalty at the Monroe County 44. Crowder and Bull are the wide outs to the left side. Thomas and Martin wide to the right. Allen's the running back. Jesse in shotgun. Going to give it to Allen up the middle with it. Kanan will get across the 40. Good hard run down to around the 37.
Looks like number 6 on the tackle. That's Cade Turner. That would be number 7 for him.
38-yard line, or just inside the 38. You can go ahead and call it the 37. Pickup of 6. Second down, 4 coming. Under 2 minutes to go now. Scotties will be in no hurry. They just want to run this clock out and get out of here without getting anyone else hurt. Two receivers each way. Allen again, the running back. Jesse will hand it off to Allen. Slips a tackle in the backfield. He's across the 35, still on his feet as he gets to the 30, down to around the 29.
Number 11, Jamison Pettit on the tackle. Number 4 on the night for him.
Put him at the 30. First and 10, Glasgow.
Scotty's have had a lot of success running off guard tackle on either side of the line.
Stay tuned for our Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up, where we'll take a look at the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats, also the Phillips IGA player of the game, and we'll hear from Glasgow head coach Jeff Garman as well. Scotty's going into victory formation here as Easton Jesse's going to go up under center and just take the snap and take a knee. Glasgow will just run the clock out. They'll have to snap it probably one more time.
Easton Jesse takes the knee.
Glasgow about to go to 3-0 on the year. Monroe County will lose their second straight games. They're going to fall to 1-2. Jesse will take the final snap of the game here. There it is. And that will do it. So it's Glasgow 28, Monroe County nothing. Glasgow 3-0. Monroe County falling to 1-2. And as I said a moment ago, stay tuned. After this break, we'll have our Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up with the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats, the Phillips IGA player of the game, and an interview with Glasgow head coach Jeff Garman. We're back after a 4-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
This has been Glasgow Scotties football. Stay tuned for the Don Franklin Auto post-game show on WCLU.
Phillips IGA, a family market since 1960. Visit the butcher shop where you'll find fresh cuts of fine meats from an in-store butcher and delicious hamburger ground fresh, plus a fresh selection of garden vegetables and fruits. They proudly carry legacy dairy milk produced right in their hometown of Highsville. Find your favorite national brands. Download the Phillips IGA app to start saving. View their weekly sales ad or simply shop online. Phillips IGA and Butcher Shop. Friendly faces and fair prices. Located on Highway 70 in Highsville.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, Monticello Bank, Phillips IGA, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers.
Standard and expectations. Play to it every play.
It's time for the Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up.
And welcome back here to Glasgow High School, where the Scotties finish off Monroe County with a 28-0 victory. Glasgow now 3-0. Monroe County falling to 1-2. And it's time now for a look at our Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. And we'll begin that turning things over to Larry. Larry?
All right, Joe. Glasgow won the opening toss, and they took the football, which they normally do. They would take over on their own 29-yard line after the kickoff. They would go on a 9-play, 71-yard drive from that point. 4:32 came off the clock. Rico Cowder caught his first touchdown of the night, a 12-yard pass from Easton Jesse. Wesley Travis kicked the extra point. It was 7-0 in favor of the Scotties. Monroe County would throw an interception on their first series. David Dale would come up with the interception for the Scotties. That would set Glasgow up on Monroe County territory at their 39-yard line. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow went on an 11-play, 39-yard drive. Took 5:37 off the clock. Cameron Bull caught the touchdown pass from Easton Jesse. It was a 3-yarder. Wesley Travis kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 14-0 with 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Monroe County would get the football. Monroe County would mount up a nice drive on their next possession, but it would end on the 13-yard line where Glasgow would finally hold them on downs, and that set Glasgow up at their 13-yard line with 4:31 to go in the second quarter. Glasgow went on a 6-play, 87-yard drive, took 2:16 off the clock. Rico Crowder caught a 54-yard touchdown pass from Easton Jesse. It looked like the thing was going to be picked off. It was a sideline pass, bullet pass out there, but it looked like the defender had a good bead on it, but it whizzed right by him, and Rico caught it and went the rest of the way for the touchdown. This time, first miss of the year for Wesley Travis. The kick was no good, and Glasgow led 20-0 with 2:15 to go in the second quarter. Monroe would get the football one more time in the half, and time would run out. And they would get the football back so Glasgow led 20-0 at the end of the first half. The Falcons would get the football back to start the third quarter on their own 29-yard line, but Glasgow would hold, and they would have to punt. The Scotties would take over on their 33-yard line at 9:30, but mounted a drive, got down in Glasgow territory, but could not convert, and they lost the ball on downs. And Monroe County would take over on their own 45-yard line with 3:23 to go in the third quarter. But Glasgow would hold them, and they would have to punt, and that set Glasgow up on their own 10-yard line with 10:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Glasgow went on a 7-play, 90-yard drive from that point. 3:23 to go. It took off the clock. Rico Crowder with his third touchdown of the game. 18-yard pass from Easton Jesse. Since they missed the extra point on the previous touchdown, they went for 2, and it was the 2-point conversion was good on a pass from Easton Jesse to Cameron Bull, and Glasgow led 28-0. Jarek Martin would pick off another pass for the Scotties on Monroe's next possession, and then Glasgow would end up running out the time, and the Scotties win it here tonight to go 3-0. And that's being the 88th meeting. The Scotties now are ahead in the series 60-27-1. So they win it here tonight 28-0. Tackles on the night. First for Monroe County in the game. Caden Gerals with 2 tackles. Travis Wood had 2. Braden Baxter had 2 on the night. The man that led them in tackles was Cade Turner, number 6. He had 7 tackles on the night for the senior. Branson Williams had 3. Greg Simmons with 4. Jamison Pettit had 4 on the night. Adrian Young with 1. Wade Carnahan a good night with 6 tackles. They had 2 sacks for the quarterback. Lennox Young with 2 tackles. Caleb Cook with 5. And Ryan Gold had 2 on the night for Monroe County. For the Scotties tonight, Rico Crowder had 1. Gavin Neal had 1 on the night. David Dale with 2 and had an interception. Dalen Thomas had 3 tackles. Jarek Martin with 2. Lucas Christian had 1. Kellen Stone, a nice night with 6 tackles. Ryan Morgan with 3 tackles on the night. And Mason Arms leads the way tonight for the Scotties with 10 big tackles on the night for him. Cash Wells with 3. Jacob Brunson with 5. Let me go to the other page here. And Cam Johnson, a good night. 3 tackles on the night for Cam and a sack of the quarterback. Frankie Cianci with 2, and Parker McGowan had 1 on the night for the Scotties. So they win it here tonight, 28-0 to go 3-0 on the season. Bruce?
Larry, if you'll give your seat up here, we're going to get Coach Garman in here, and we're going to give him a chance to talk to us a little bit about this ball game as the Scotties defeat the Monroe County Falcons by a final score of 28-0, and a lot of good stuff to talk about in this one with Coach Garman. And Jeff, Monroe County stood up a little bit stronger to you guys than the first 2 opponents here tonight. They have a pretty good ball club, don't they?
It's a good football team. I thought they played well. I thought they did some good things, and tip your hat to them. Good football team. You
guys, though, again, Jeff, with terrific balance on the night, 158 yards rushing, 169 passing, a total of 327. Your defense gets the shutout again, the second shutout in 3 games. So lots of good stuff for your ball club in this one.
Thought our defense played well. We gave it just a few little plays, but we bent, but we didn't break, and made Monroe County earn it. And just thought our defense is playing really well, not giving up big plays. We did at the very end on a halfback pass, and that's something we've talked about all week long that they were going to run, and maybe it'll sink in once the kids realize that.
A couple kids who I thought really stood out for you on defense. Obviously, no surprise, Mason Arms leads you with 10 tackles on the night. He was all over the place. Kellen Stone is a kid, Jeff, who I think is playing really well on the defensive side as well. He had 6 tackles for you.
He is playing well, and he does a good job tackling. He missed one early in the game, but after that he kind of settled down. Monroe's a physical football team. And it was good for us. I think we got a little winded there before halftime, and I think the second half, we played all right, but we kind of shot ourselves in the foot there a couple series on offense. But overall, there's no such thing as a bad win. I appreciate our kids' effort. I appreciate how they played. I just thought it was a tough, hard football game.
It was. What a night for Rico Crowder. 5 catches, 103 yards, 3 touchdowns, had a touchdown catch of 54 yards, and Easton Jesse throwing the football, 13 of 17, 169 yards, and he had 4 touchdown passes on the night.
He did good. I mean, both of them. Get the ball to Rico out in space. You can see with his athleticism what he can do. And I thought Easton did a good job commanding the offense all night long.
And then Mason Arms got some extended time also on offense, Jeff. He carried the ball 5 times for 57 yards. He ends up being your leading rusher on the night. Mason just runs the ball so hard, doesn't he?
He did run the ball hard, and he's a strong kid. And he's just another player that I feel like can make contributions to what we're wanting to do.
And then something else that's probably going to get overlooked by a lot of folks, but the first game, Jeff, you all had 8 penalties. Last week, only 4 penalties. This week, only 3 penalties. So you're really doing a good job in that category.
We're trying. A couple of those penalties, though, were kind of nonsense penalties that we didn't have to do. And but we're a good football team. I'm not going to say we've got a solid little team. We've got really good kids, and that's what I'm most proud of. And they come out, they play hard every week. Some weeks may look better than others, but they're pretty consistent in what they do each week, and I appreciate that.
Jeff, we appreciate your time. Congrats on the
Thank
wins.
you.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Scotty head coach Jeff Garman, his ball club winning at 28-0 over the Monroe County Falcons here to go to 3-0 on the year. As we continue with the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats, we'll now turn things over to Bruce. He'll take a look at the offensive numbers.
Thank you, Joe. I'll continue here with our Don Franklin Auto post-game show with the Scotties winning tonight 28-0. Monroe County had 14 first downs. They had 67 yards on the ground, 104 through the air for a total of 171. Scotties with 20 first downs. They rushed for 158, threw for 169 for a total of 327. We had 2 turnovers in the ball game, both by Monroe County. They were interceptions. Each team put it on the ground once but was able to get it back. The Falcons were penalized 9 times for 102 yards. Glasgow 3 times for 30 yards. Each team ran 48 offensive plays. The time of possession is very close. Monroe with 23 minutes and 55 seconds. Glasgow with 24 minutes and 5 seconds. Now for our Garcia's Grill sizzling individual stats. Leading rusher in the for Monroe County was Braden Baxter with 53 yards on 17 carries. Cade Turner picked up 16 yards on 3 carries. He had a long of 11. That was the only double-digit rush they had tonight. And Pettit had 8 carries for a -2. Jamison Pettit was 8 of 17 for 75 yards and 2 interceptions. Braden Baxter was 1 for 1 on that little halfback pass for 29 yards. Branson Williams was their leading receiver. He had 5 catches for 56 yards, a long of 16. Travis Wood had 2 catches for 32 yards, and that 29-yard pass from Baxter. And Braden Baxter also had 2 catches for 16 yards, a long of 14. One bright spot, Caden Gerald's 2 punts for 92 yards, a 46-yard average with a long of 47. For the Scotties tonight, our leading rusher was Mason Arms on 5 carries for 57 yards, a long of 14. Cameron Bull picked up 44 yards on 4 carries with a long of 38. Gavin Neal had 29 yards on 6 carries with a long of 12. 13 yards for Kanan Allen on 13 carries. Rico Crowder had 10 yards on 2 carries. Dalen Thomas had 3 carries for 8 yards. Hudson Gum had 1 carry for 10 yards. And Easton Jesse got sacked a couple of times tonight. He had 7 carries for a -3. Of course, his last 2 carries were kneel downs, so you got to take that into account too. But he was 13 of 17 passing for 169 yards and 4 touchdowns. I think last week he was 8 of 10, so that makes him 21 of 27 in the last 2 weeks. For I think he had 165 last week, so that's 334 yards in 2 weeks. His leading receiver was Rico Crowder, our player of the game, 103 yards on 5 receptions. He had 3 touchdowns with a long of 54. Jarek Martin picked up 35 yards on 3 catches with a long of 13. Cameron Bull, 5 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown with a long of 10. And Lucas Christian had that 1 catch for a -1 yards. But good game here by the Scotties as they move to 3-0, and we'll have to travel to Allen County next week, Joe. And should be a pretty good contest with Allen County if you compare scores with how they and Allen County fared. Monroe County.
Franklin Simpson had a 21-0 lead over Allen County Scottsville at halftime, but at last check, it had gone to 28-21. And now Larry's updating me, and Franklin now leads 31-21. So Allen County Scottsville came back in that ball game. They may end up losing it, but they've made a game out of it against Franklin Simpson. All right, so we need to take one more break here on the Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up. When we come back, we'll give you the Phillips IGA Player of the Game, and we'll set you up again for next week. Again, Glasgow winning at 28-0 over Monroe County, back after a 3-minute timeout on WCOD Sports.
Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app. Hardee's Double Deals pack double the charbroiled beef and melty cheese. Choose a double cheeseburger or bacon double cheeseburger starting at $2.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
A nationwide effort is underway to bring high-speed internet to small-town America. Rural broadband providers are taking the initiative. Their goal? To enhance quality of life by creating smart rural communities, which utilize a robust fiber network to jumpstart economic growth, to build thriving smart rural communities with the transformative power of rural broadband networks.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, equal.
Back here on the Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up, and we need to tell you that our Phillips IGA player of the game is the senior wide receiver, Rico Crowder. What a night tonight for Rico. He caught 5 passes. 3 of them went for touchdowns, a total of 103 yards receiving. He had a long reception of 54 yards. If you're watching on our video feed on our live stream, you can see all 3 of Rico's touchdowns tonight. Right there was his first touchdown reception of 12 yards from Easton Jesse. That was back in the first quarter. Next up would be the 54-yard touchdown pass that he caught from Easton. That was late in the second quarter of the game. You see making a nice catch and then a beautiful catch, a beautiful run after the catch to just outrun everybody from Monroe County to the end zone. And then his final touchdown of the night was an 18-yard reception, and this one coming midway through the fourth quarter, which pretty much put the game away for the Scotties. Gave them their final touchdown of the night, made a great juke move there about the 10-yard line to get by the defender and into the end zone. So Rico Crowder, our Phillips IGA player of the game. Again, 5 catches, 103 yards, 3 touchdowns along of 54. He also carried the ball a couple of times for 10 yards. As well, congratulations to Rico Crowder, and our thanks to Phillips IGA for sponsoring the player of the game. One more thing we want to get on the air here, and we've mentioned this a few times, but again, this is a pretty big deal. So we just want to make sure that with that Glasgow-Barron County ball game coming up here in a couple of weeks, Glasgow High School is going to be offering advanced online ticket sales for that Barron County game coming up on September the 15th. It's going to be a big crowd here, so if you can go ahead and purchase your tickets in advance online, you'll avoid standing in line to buy a ticket at the gate. Online sales expected to start go live on Monday on gofan.co. That's gofan.co. It'll be a great way to save time, like I said, from standing in line to purchase tickets at the gate. You can still purchase them at the gate. If you do, that'll be $7. Tickets online are also $7. If you do purchase at the gate, you must purchase those with cash. And as far as the online sales are concerned, you can find a link to purchase advanced tickets on the school's social media platforms at Glasgow Scotty Sports on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Or you can also visit GoFan and search Glasgow High School to see online ticketing options for that Glasgow-Barron County ball game. That will be the next home game for the Scotties, and I think a lot of folks in the community are looking forward to that one. It's been a few years since those two teams have played in football, so a lot of anticipation for that one coming up here in a couple of weeks at Hank Roy Stadium. But first things first, Glasgow has a date with Allen County Scottsville next Friday night, and that should be a really good ball game. We feel like that'll be a pretty good contest, pretty good challenge for the Scotties to go over there and take on the Patriots in Scottsville. It's a 6:30 start time here on WCLU for our pregame coverage. Also, of course, on our YouTube locations on the WCLU and Scotty channels as well. And then kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock next Friday night there at Allen County Scottsville High School. So that'll wrap things up for us tonight. We do want to send out some thanks to folks, our camera operator, Alea, on the video stream, and also Will Perkins operating one of the other cameras on top of the press box as well. Matthew Clark, of course, our live stream producer. And I also, of course, want to say thanks to Mr. Kirkpatrick back in the studio for his production work on the board. And my partners, Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribune, want to thank them as well. Of course, again, your final score, Glasgow 28, Monroe County nothing. Scotty's now 3-0 on the year. Monroe County falling to 1-2. I'm Joe Myers. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Ball on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, Monticello Bank, Phillips IGA, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. Your home for Glasgow High School Scotty Sports. WCLU, a presentation of Forever Communication Sports.